Oh, right. Hello, everybody. I'm the guy that talks today. How's it going? Welcome to a very special episode of not Beacon, but Marvel. Yes, that's right. We're telling a superhero story today. I've seen the heroes that our team has made, and they are fantastic. We I'm gonna be your narrator today. I go by Heathe. I'm usually much better at this. And just thank you for to hanging with us and rocking with this audible that we called. It means the world to us. And that being said, let's introduce everybody telling the story, and then we'll do announcements. I think that's the way that we do it. All right. Eric sets the bar like up here. I'm trying. So we'll start with you, Anita. Tell us about yourself.
Hello, everybody. My name is Anita. You may recognize me from such alt-haven shows as Ember Squad and from the Streampunks monthly game. Hi, my pronouns are she, they, and I'm very excited to play some Marvel with these marvelous folks. Excelsior.
Awesome. Moving on down the road, we've got Caitlin.
Hi, I'm Caitlin. I was messing with my microphone and I thought I was muted for a sec. I'm usually here. You can find me here on Mondays doing not this but something similar. Use she, her pronouns, and I'm excited to be a superhero again.
I'm so excited for people to see your hero. Speaking of cool heroes, Sam.
Well, I'll assume you're referring to me despite the inaccurate appellation. Hello, I'm Sam DeLev, the internet's problem, and you may know me from the Streampunks.
Maybe, possibly.
There you are. Was it Streampunk? Cool. We're on base. Looking forward to today's game.
Awesome. Hey, Jake, the man usually behind the curtain in front today. What's up?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. My name is Jake. I go by he, him, and Noir hit the head on the nail, which is I am here every week on Mondays. I'm just never on camera. I am usually pushing buttons behind it, but today is a little bit different.
All right. Now, just going to announcements. Man, I hate that we don't have a Lisa today because I feel like she should be the one to announce this, but I'm going to do it in her stead. Clear Skies Perseverance won the Cusco Web Fest category for Best Actual Play. When I heard it, I didn't know what to do with my hands, and I gotta be honest with you, I still don't know what to do with my hands. The award is the Golden Alpaca, which is the dopest award. It's all because of the hard work Elisa put in. So Elisa's getting some rest today. Definitely deserves it. So sending all of our love, hoping you get the best Z's and count the most awesome sheep. Wow. Is there any other announcements?
Yes. So this Wednesday is episode 1 of Harmonious Lament, which Sam DeLev is on, as well as a bunch of other amazing people. It is a 4-episode short run. It was supposed to air last week, but I am a terrible producer, so I screwed up, and it will be airing next week, or this week, this Wednesday. But it's a 4-part indie TTRPG show where each episode takes a look of the same city, but using 4 very, very vastly different systems. And it is very, very fun. We actually pre-recorded all of it, audio mixed it, put music and sound effects to make it unique and different. So it's not, it's special. It's a little different. So I hope you all will join them and enjoy it.
Heck yeah. So, any other announcements before we begin? Okay. Well,
I believe Caitlin does. Caitlin has her hand raised.
Yes, Caitlin.
Oh, thanks. So I edit and produce a short form podcast called Thin Places Radio. It's an audio drama, audio fiction, sort of blended with real phone calls from people. It's sort of if Dear Abby were a haunted radio show. It's fun and weird, and I love doing it very, very much. And we just put an episode on. My God, was that this Friday? Time is weird. Wait, there's a new episode. You should check it out. Check out the show. It's available wherever fine pods are cast, in the words of one phenomenal Rick Budd. That's all I got.
All right.
I do have something though. As well.
Oh,
I would love to hear it.
Sort of ASMR voice there for a second.
Yes,
Nora and I run or do a talk show on Saturday mornings over on my channel, Critical Misses. So if you like talking with TTRPG people, that's what we do. You can come hang out with us this week on Morning Ritual. We have the wonderful Whipjack, or Haley Whipjack, is coming to chat with us.
I'm actually very excited for that episode too. But that being said, is there anything else?
Yes.
Yes.
Please do check out a very, very cool episode of What We Know, the Althaven YouTube series I co-host with Jake. An absolutely phenomenal episode. Perhaps our best episode yet is going to drop tomorrow. Jake has been working very hard to get it out to you, the people, tomorrow. So do check out Althaven over on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, hey, subscribe. Hit that bell.
Yeah.
Do all that good algorithm stuff. And, while you're there, you can also hit up youtube.com/@Delevely, DELEVELY, to check out the latest episodes of May Contain Science, such as, dude, where's my flying car? We're in the future. We should have flying cars. Find out whether or not we do. Latest episode up on my YouTube. But seriously, Althaven, What We Know, tomorrow. Watch.
Good. I can watch those two for hours.
I
it's
feel
such
the
a good
same about
show.
watching you and playing with all of you nerds, because we get to be supers, and I'm excited.
Heck yeah. Any more announcements before we jump on in? All right. Well, just before we begin, I would like to just state that, man, it is hard to kind of fill in the slot that Eric has left for me to fill. So I cheated. I am going to use Eric to replace Eric. That's right. We are telling an adventure written by one Eric Campbell. It is called The Murder World That Time Forgot. So I'm very excited to jump into that. So let's just freaking do it, shall we? Now, this is happening in New York because everything in the Marvel world happens in New York. You're all established heroes, and you get a contact telling you that there's been some shady happenings at Pier 65. I'm going to start with the Shift. What is your contact? How do you find out that there's something shady going down on Pier 65?
So the Shift, or in his plain clothes name, John Alpine, he is an actor. He's a performer, and so he's got a lot of friends and places. He's also a mutant, and his connection. Yeah, are you a mutant too? Oh, sorry, I don't know what anyone else is. So John Alpine, more than likely, really uses his agent not so much to get him work, but to actually be his like, hey, there's something going on.
Is your agent your guy in the van?
Oh yeah. Oh,
I love that.
Yeah, no, my agent doesn't actually book me gigs because I could just use someone's powers to get me gigs. So instead, I use him to spend all of his time to find me information or find me what the next thing that I really need to be paying attention to as an up and coming crime fighter.
Awesome. Okay, well, you get a tech. You're in the middle of a press circuit for some movie that pays the bills, but I don't know that you loved it. And in the middle of the third time of someone asking you, what was your favorite day on set? You get a text that says, hey, if your second job's up, Pier 65.
I look to the performer, or I look to the interviewer, and I go, my favorite day on Kung Fu Carrots, the third one, was definitely the day that I was actually got to share a booth with a few of my other performers. That was a lot of great. But I actually have to step out. Yeah, I'm
really
yeah.
Okay.
I'm terribly sorry. I know that the circuit's running for a couple more hours, but I gotta go. Thank you so much for your interview, everyone. And I kind of like to step up and start walking out.
Oh, you catch a dirty glare from one of your co-stars, but ultimately you make your way. And how do you get there? Do you have a notable form of travel? Do you have like the shift mobile?
Nope. Everything's incognito, because the thing about the shift is what that is I can, like, the shift's power specifically is never the same. And so a lot of people actually believe the shift is multiple people being vigilantes under the same name, because the powers are very rarely the same over and over again, since they could, one day he could be super strong, or one day he could, teleport. So it's never the same. And so John Alpine just kind of just drives and just happens to be at weird events. He likes to travel around the city a lot.
Oh, I dig it. Okay. And so you just drive over to Pier 65, and well, that's where we turn the page. And where do we find Banff?
Look, it's been like 2 years since we hit them. We can hit them again. Clear. It's fine. They won't suspect anything.
Are you kidding me? Of course they're going to. I know we're very sneaky, but of course they're gonna. The teleporting is not very subtle.
We get in, we get on. Okay, so they see us on camera. What are they gonna do about it?
You make a good point.
I'm sorry. Do you want to show up to Susan's baby shower and not have a gift?
No, we can't do that again. Okay, all right.
So just so I can understand correctly, you hear about Pier 65 because it's the score that everybody's talking about, and you want to hit it.
Look.
No, I love it.
I'm so sorry. Were you expecting me to continue talking after that? I was kind of hoping the excuses would just sort of go away after that. That'd be very convenient for me personally, Bam.
I mean, it's true. Word on the street is there's some mighty fine loot coming in Pier 65. Whoever gets their hands on it might get a king's ransom. So,
and it's not like it's going to take us a long time to find out whether that's true. What? It takes us forever to get over there, Blair?
No.
So we can look, right? Looking's free 99.
So are most things if you're fast enough, but...
Hey, see? What value?
All right, let's go.
All right, and the two of you make your way over. Now, for the audience, just so we can see what this panel looks like in our minds, how do the two of you make it over to Pier 65?
Right.
Let's go. I think they both disappeared. Gone.
So I just imagine this scene kind of happening in a cafe, just in between bites of some food, and you both talking about, this score. And in one panel, you're grabbing a bite, and then the next, you're both just gone.
Yeah.
And you
the crumbs hadn't even fallen to the table from my mouth by the time we were both gone.
Yep, and that's what we see. We just see crumbs falling, and then we move over to Basilisk. Basilisk, how do you hear about Pier 65, and where are you?
Well, I'm actually in New Adelan, which is sort of in the Jersey River. It's sort of the border between New York and New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta live that bridge and tunnel lifestyle. Or in this case, kind of floating city lifestyle. And you know what? Word's probably hit some inhuman with psychic abilities, and I gotta check it out eventually. If I get out of bed first.
Your inhuman roommate just knocks on the door.
What?
2 questions. 1, you got rent. You got your portion of rent.
This is my life in perpetuity with games with you. It's always someone wanting me to pay rent.
Doors are to Dungeons and Dragons as rent.
Rent is to Noir's games.
Because it haunts me and it never goes away. And it only gets more powerful in time.
Too real.
Rent is dragons.
Rent is the BBEG. Yeah. I sort of like I open up a drawer. I scrounge through a bunch of like loose bills. I grab a handful.
I'm not gonna ask questions. He just takes it and goes. Also, if you were trying to keep up the superheroing thing, I got a ping. There's a couple of bruisers at a pier 65.
Bruisers, eh?
Yeah, a lot of illicit thoughts and thinking of what they're gonna do with the money and that kind of stuff. So you might,
Can't hurt. Can I get a lift there?
All right, but you still owe me some gas. I DoorDash. It's my living, okay? So I can't just be putting my car at risk. So let's go.
All right.
Do you have a costume?
Basilisk actually just turns to stone. That is their costume.
Okay. And you all end up at Pier 65. It's nighttime in Manhattan. The moon hangs high in the sky. New York may be the city that never sleeps, but down by the shipping ports of the Hudson River, things are eerily quiet. One of your contacts lets you know that a group of smugglers have a shipment of stolen shield tech that they're trying to bring into the city by ship. At first you wonder if the tip had any merit, but soon enough, an unmarked shipping vessel with its engines turned down drifts into Pier 65 and carefully settles in. Within a few minutes, you watch from the shadows as a group of burly figures emerge, set a ramp down to the pier, and then begin efficiently loading a forklift with large crates to move their wares. Shift. You can kind of see off in the distance 2 figures just appear. And I'm going to ask, Beth and Bleer, what do your characters look like?
Sam doesn't do character visuals.
I won that game of chicken.
Yeah, no, I remember that you don't. That's yeah. Bleer like appears, but the motion follow through as though she came to a stop suddenly. She's about 5'7", maybe. She's wearing all black, but not in any sort of tactical way. Just like that's the way she dresses. Kind of like black jeans, black boots, black hoodie, say hat and braids. She's got dark hair, and like stops as though she came to stop, just like casually hands in pockets, looking around. And as they appeared simultaneously, basically, Blair goes, "I won."
You didn't win. You didn't look. You didn't look. I was here. I was here. I was here already. I was here already.
Well, that's the thing. You would have seen me here the moment you got here. I was.
See you here? You don't ask. It's like you don't even care about my experiences. You don't even care about my feelings. Banff is not 5'7". Banff is 5'6". Look like they've never like run or worked out or otherwise moved their body in like long enough. Let's put it that way. Also, dark hair. Kind of looks a little similar, like a family resemblance, let's say, to Blia. And doesn't wear all black, but is wearing a bunch of dark clothes of just slightly off colors, like mixing black and like very, very, very dark purple. Like maybe they dressed in the dark. Maybe they just dressed in the dark a little bit. Whoopsie.
It doesn't take it. It's not even going to require a roll that you see off into the distance at the pier. Is Shift? Shift? Can you tell us what you look like?
You're muted.
Inevitably, someone was going to do it. Why not me? Shift gets out of a nice looking car and is wearing a nice dress shirt. If you care to know, it's a Zegna dress shirt. And he is a traditionally handsome male actor in Hollywood, right? Like, chiseled jaw, very nice. But the thing that you see is he kind of looks over at you and you see him like run his fingers through his hair, and all of a sudden the short brown hair turns into long shoulder length black hair, and he just kind of like moves around on his face, and you can see that his face starts to look different.
Blair goes, this guy again. Oh God, okay.
And then all three of you see off into the distance in a 2014 Ford Taurus. Basilisk, can you tell us what you look like coming out of this regular ass car?
I think Basilisk is in like human-ish form for this. Has bright green dyed hair and kind of punky. Has like piercings and has snake tattoos sort of up each arm. Has just doesn't really care if it's chilly at night. Has a punk shirt that's been like torn off on both sleeves.
Yeah.
And a pair of like leather-ish pants. And I think as they step out of the car, they look at the thanks, bud. Listen, I'll have to get you for gas money like next week. I just paid you rent, right?
Yeah, I kind of think. Listen, if you need a ride, only if you need a ride, though. If you need a ride,
okay,
hit me up.
All right.
But like, if it's after 3, like you better need it. Okay.
I mean, I think I forgot my phone at home, so I'm just probably gonna have to hoof it.
How did you forget? Not my monkey, not my circus. All right, find a way.
I mean, you got psychic powers, so like just sort of tap into the brain waves.
Yeah, just think too hard, but not too hard, okay?
Like this?
I said not too hard! And he like peels off and drives away. The problem with Doug has telepathic abilities, but does not have the ability to turn them off. His car reeks of ganja.
Yeah.
But there you all are. You all see this car just driving off. And the ship finally stops, and you see folks beginning to move things off of it onto the pier. Would you all like to rally together to formulate a plan? Would you like to initiate attacking these individuals? Would you like to scope them out? From this point on, the choices are all yours.
How far away would you say Bamf and myself are from each other?
I would put you at a good 30 feet away.
Okay, the game goes based off of spaces.
Mhm.
What is that?
So essentially 30 feet is going to be your D&D. They function the same way, where one space is 5. You get what I'm trying to say, brain.
Sure.
Working.
Yeah. 30 feet is 5 spaces.
There it is.
So if they're 30 feet away, that's 10 spaces away. Or sorry, if they're 60 feet, they're 10 spaces away. Okay, cool. Yep. I would like to use one of my powers.
Yep.
Since they're 30 feet away, I would like to use clone move, and I would like to clone Bam's teleportation ability, and I would like to teleport to them.
Honey, which one?
So
True.
quick question. What does this look like? And is the other person aware that you're doing it? Now in the game, it just says you do it, but just for flavor, I'm letting you define this power. So what does this look like, and does the person know?
Okay, so I'm gonna put limitations onto myself, and I'm gonna say that my character has to physically see them and so I look at them and I concentrate, and so it looks almost like I'm being like a creeper and kind of just staring. But as for the person receiving it, receiving their power, because I am only copying it, I'm not dampening it. I'm gonna say they do not feel it. It's just kind of I'm copying their ability. Versus some of the other things that I have that allows me to harm or affect them. Those I think it will. So yeah.
All right. So in our panel, what this will look like is just off in the distance, Shift is looking at Bath, and we see almost an X-ray of your X gene, and that same gene is now inhabiting Shift's body, and you teleport.
So I want to appear right next to them, to both of them, and just be like, "Hey, nice seeing you two here."
Hey, Shift.
Hey, what's happening?
Have you at least considered asking Eva in your life?
I have. The answer is always no, but also, it's not like I'm taking something from you. I'm just copying. Copying is the best form of flattery.
Look, just because I don't have any kind of intellectual property on my powers doesn't mean you're not kind of doing some copy wrong, you know?
I mean, if you want to give me tips on how to teleport, I'll take it. But I mean, until then, get yourself.
If you want to give me $20.
Do we have to have the pirating conversation every time we run into this guy? He's gonna
every time if he's gonna take my powers every time. Yeah.
Look,
fair enough.
I'm just saying this. If I could download a car, I would. So let's.
I mean, he's got a good point.
Am I a car? Do I look like a car to you? That looks like a car. Well, that mostly looks like a car.
I'm gonna leave my inner thoughts to myself. On the card comment. And then we can all see Anita's character, right?
Yes,
when I say
I would say if we're framing this like a comic book, these three had this conversation while Basilisk is skirting around to the other side to try and engage and fight these dudes.
Oh, so
Basilisk is just run into action while this conversation is happening.
You know what? I love it. Please roll me initiative.
I'd love to. Yes.
God dang, Cooper.
It's in the background. Tiki, tiki, tiki. The next panel. Tiki, tiki, tiki. Next panel.
It's gonna be a 22. Thank you.
Oh goodness. All right, so you.
That's a marvelous 22. Thank you.
Oh.
It is a marvelous 22. So, just to kind of inform everybody, this system uses its own dice rolling. So it's essentially a 3d6 system, but there is a proprietary die, the Marvel die, that can turn a success into a marvelous success or a failure into a fantastic failure. It's a lot of yes and. So it's very interesting in the sense that even if you lose, you can have things go your way depending on where that Marvel die rolls. And instead of there being advantage and disadvantage, there's troubles and edges. So with the edge, you can re-roll your lowest d6, but with a trouble, you have to re-roll your highest d6. So it's really swingy, it's really fun, really interesting, and I have stalled enough to find my goons. And my goons are going to roll their initiative. Right back at you.
We hear this happening, and like Blair goes, "We would help you." Okay, all right. I'll give them a sec.
Less talking, more punching.
All right, so they rolled terribly. They rolled a 16. So Basilisk, there's one poor sap that's just lifting some gear. You get to come up on them first. What do you do?
Okay. Let's see. What is that a bonus action?
That's what a bonus action.
I'm gonna grab this guy
Mm-hmm.
and just lift him up. That's gonna be my action, I think.
So, if you look in your actions tab on your character sheet, you'll see grab. If the character wants to get a hold of an unwilling target like a foe, they need to grab them. To do this, they make a melee check against the target's melee defense. So go ahead and make a melee attack. This isn't an attack so much as it's a melee roll. So go ahead and roll your non-combat melee roll.
That's a 16.
Their defense is 11, so you have them. If they succeed, they grab the target on a fantastic success. They're pinned as well. So you have this guy in your hands. What would you like to do?
I'm going to use one of my powers to quick toss and just throw the guy at the three of them as they're having this conversation. That's going to cost me 10 focus.
Yes, it is. If you could be so kind as to put that power in the Roll20 chat.
I would love to.
Quick toss. The character throws the grab person at another target. The range is determined by the level of the character's mighty power and the grab person's size. You have mighty 3, if I recall correctly.
Correct.
Okay. A failure inflicts regular damage. Okay, so yeah, you don't have to do anything. You just toss him into another guy.
So my plan is like if we're framing this like a comic book, there's the group of the three of them having the conversation. Yeah. Like there's that sort of there's that background shot of Basilisk running into the fray and starting to fight guys, and then as like the last word is said by the three of them, this guy falls in the middle of them.
Just looks down.
Okay, so I need to go ahead and roll me your melee attack so we can get the damage on this throw.
Sounds good.
Oh wow.
That's a marvelous success at a 20.
Okay, so really quick, just for everybody to know, my goons have a health of 30. Anita just did 30 damage, and it's a marvelous success. So you get to paint this picture. Tell me how you dispatch this goon.
I think I just pick up the guy. You know, stealing's wrong. Here, go see my friends.
and right when it's just like, you can give me $20 for the power, just there's a body that just dungs it, like just slams into one of those freight containers. And
I would love it. I would love it.
Uh-huh.
Bleer has has a dodge ability and like a sensory ability. So I think that like there's just like a Bleer is suddenly two steps to the side and like like no change in expression, just like right where she
I
was.
also have an extra reaction that I can use if we just both.
And it lands on me.
Okay, it's with that marvelous roll, we can make it whatever we want to be real. So in the middle of that conversation, the two speedsters move.
$20.
I mean, the teleporter and the speedster move aside, and this body comes, hits the freight, and lands on the ship. And I am good. So if I can have everyone's vigilance defense, it's the number right next to your vigilance score.
I'm sorry, everybody. I jumped us right into the fray.
No, it's perfect.
No.
No, don't even worry about it. The guy you threw at us might have $20 in his pocket.
I'll see if I can find it.
You do that.
I need gas money.
15 vigilance defense, by the way, Noah.
They see everyone but Beth. And now I'm gonna need the rest of you to roll me initiative.
Wait, I'm so sorry. I have so many new abilities to learn.
No, don't even worry.
The ego is on
Don't
your.
you worry.
Oh, do you have something that
Find
gives
the
you a
dice
bonus?
roll results.
Yeah. Enemies have trouble in vigilance checks to detect the character. I have that in 2 separate abilities. I don't know if that helps me here.
Oh yeah, I mean they're rolling at legally distinct disadvantage. To you.
Okay.
They would roll like trouble. So for you then, let me roll a trouble. Oh, there it is. Unfortunately, they rolled higher.
I still got
with
all right.
trouble.
No worries. Yeah. Then yeah, spotted, not making any move to change that fact. They won't see me for long.
Oh. Okay, so I'm gonna call out your name. You're gonna give me your initiative, and we are gonna rock and roll. So Basilisk, let me get yours again.
It was a. Let me double check that. It was a 30, if I remember correctly. But let me double check that again.
Gross.
It was 22. Sorry, not 30.
22. Okay.
But it was a marvelous 22.
Beth, let me get your initiative.
You were asking everyone but Banff to roll in. I'm happy to also roll in.
Oh yeah, that's right, because you didn't get spotted. Shift, let me get your initiative.
18.
Okay. Bleer.
I'm so sorry. Where am I getting this?
Okay, so on the left of your character's picture, you'll see initiative, and under
And then
that,
roll. Got it.
roll.
Okay,
Yep.
okay.
15.
15, but I have sorry.
I think you have. Edge on that. So
I do.
go ahead and roll edge on that one that you rolled.
So I click the one.
So you hover over the one and hit edge.
Hit edge.
There we go. So now it's 17 instead of the 15.
Cool.
And I'm gonna roll for the rest of my hench. Hench squad! Oh my god. They rolled 5. This is terrible.
For them.
Alright, so Beth, I'm gonna give you a surprise round. You get to choose what you want to do before everybody gets to go, and then you're gonna roll initiative. Unless you don't want to do anything and stay out of combat.
Oh no, I would miss out on the fun. What do I see? Like, how are they arranged? What am I? Tell me about the canvas I'm working with here.
All right, so what we're looking at is a quintessential dock situation. We've got on the left side of the dock a massive ship container or a massive ship with a bunch of containers, and that's where the goons are coming from. They're coming off the ship and loading things onto the pier. You all are on the pier, kind of on the building that houses the office where they have all of the inventory information, and you're looking down on all of these goons. Basilisk is in the ship, is in the container yard fighting these folks. The three of you were on the building, but now you can tell that your two colleagues are ready to jump into action while you're kind of still looming in the shadows. You do see that there are from what you can see, about 3 or 4 goons. 2 of them have put down the containers that they were holding, and it looks like they're reaching for their weapons, which seem to be some gun of some sort.
Always extends with them. All right, good. They've already put down their stuff, so I don't need to worry about them dropping the valuables that I actually care about. And Noah, do you remember that clip you just sent me?
Yes, I do.
Splash.
Okay, so let's see what this is. Let's see how.
That's an ego check for me. So technically, I gotta get to them. I gotta grab them in some sense. So vamp the movement, and then as my standard action, we do the splash, the high dive. Let's call it.
Okay, we're doing the high dive, and that is teleport together, I think.
It can be teleport together. It can be teleport other. I have both.
So teleport other is where you just teleport somebody without going with them.
Yeah.
Is that the one you want to do?
I mean, technically, yeah, sure.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so we make ego checks about that, I think.
Okay, yes, you do. So let's see. This is teleport other. Oh boy. The character makes an ego check against the vigilance defense of a target. So go ahead and roll your ego against a goon's vigilance defense. The number that you have to beat is 11.
Okay. Done.
All right. So tell me what this looks like. You're grabbing the goon that's reaching for his gun, and right when he gets the gun aimed and pointed, you paint the rest of the picture.
Behind him, shoulder tap tap. Excuse me.
Huh?
Half looks. Grab shirt collar. We both bamf up, and I bamf back.
How high?
He does not. He does vertical stuff.
How high are you bamfing?
Oh, I mean, the goal is just to get him out of the combat, get the gunpowder a little wet. It's what? They do high dives off 40 feet, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. 40 feet. I feel like that's very fair and unlikely to result in undue trips to the hospital to put your femurs back together. No one needs to interface with healthcare. I'm a criminal, I'm not a monster.
So, just to explain the ruling here, you get to teleport as an action and a move. So you're teleporting to him. If you do teleport together, that leaves you in the air until your next turn
right. So
to teleport down.
So the idea is, teleport other flavored as Bam.
Oh, gotcha. All right, so we're just flavoring it. In that
mechanically, I remain in the position I was in initially. So Bam to him to movement for the surprise round.
All right.
The initiative.
I love it. So all everyone sees is Bamf vanish from standing on top of the building. Then they teleport behind this poor goon. The goon points the gun at them, and they're both gone. And you hear off in the distance, as he falls 40 feet from the sky into the water. And let's just say if this were an Olympic dive, he's getting a 1. It's a messy landing. And with that, we start our round, and we start the round with Basilisk. Basilisk, you just saw one of the goons get taken care of.
Nice.
Yeah. What do you do?
How many goons are around me currently?
You see, there are 3 left, as far as you can see.
Okay. Within how many are plus my rank in spaces? Okay, so are there 3 within 4 spaces of me?
I'm gonna say there are 2 within 4 spaces of you.
Okay. I'm gonna use a ground shaking stomp. I'll throw that in chat.
All right.
That's a standard action.
So the character makes a melee check and compares that against the agility defense of every target within the character's reach. So go ahead and make your melee check. The score to beat is 11.
24, marvelous success.
Wow. Just
Save some
Okay.
for the rest of us. Roll20 is treating me really well tonight, everybody.
Okay. That's dope. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Sounds good. So on a
It's
not
the
a
melee
critical
damage.
Success. Let's have a look at the melee damage.
Mhm.
22 damage.
Okay, and because this was a marvelous success, they are also prone. You see these guys. You stomp and shake the ground, and they collapse. One of their legs gets stuck as the ground beneath their feet splits open, and they're trying to move. Jeez. And it's at this point you hear off in the distance, well, if you want something done right, and we are going to have a new entrant into the battle. Rolling again at 17. Oh, tying with Blair. There's an individual in a black black costume with white spirals around the neck and a target on the forehead. And you can see he appears out of the shadows on top of the ship, and it seems like he's holding something sharp in his hands like this, and he's getting ready to attack. But that's going to bring us to Shift. You're up next.
So I'm gonna use the teleportation power. Well, I'm under this dude. I'm going to just kind of like pat to see if he's got a wallet, and then I'm gonna use the teleportation ability, and I'd like to teleport to the remaining goon that is not prone, because 2 out of the 3 were taken. I just wanted, and then I would like to kind of bring attention to myself, to both the dude with the spirals and to this guy. And I just want to like. I don't know about y'all, but like both of these, like I think that this is like a standing ovation. I mean, just based off of this, it's just great. And I have presence as well as public speaking, so I actually get an edge to ego rolls when trying to get people to pay attention to me.
All right, so we're going to start digesting this turn bit by bit. First thing you wanted to do is to reach into the pocket of this goon that laid on you. You do quickly feel a bump in the pocket. I'm not going to make you roll or anything for it. You pull out a wallet, and it has about $65 on it, but you also pull out a white envelope. It's card shaped.
Okay. I'm a pocket both of that for after whatever the fuck is going on here.
Okay. right on. So that was the first thing you wanted to do. What's the next one?
I want to teleport all the way to the last remaining standing goon.
Oh, okay. Absolutely.
Also, thank you so much for putting that into our chat, because I can copy stuff, but I don't have I have to go and find it, whatever I'm copying.
Oh, I know. I can tell. I can tell the way you do it. Look. There's a technique. It's fine. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. You're doing fine, sweetie.
You're able to teleport there, no problem. It's just that's your movement. That's nothing. And you find yourself in front of the goon who just saw his friend get snatched up, and he goes, "You know what? Make me that ego roll."
Okay.
Okay, you doubled his resilience, vigilance, and his ego. He goes, "Look, man, I just got this job." And he puts his gun down and he puts his hands up.
And what is this? What does the guy with the target on his head do?
You have drawn his attention, and he is in the middle of a throwing motion.
Okay. So I assume my turn is basically over, but I would like as like a flavor. I just want to like.
I'm giving you the looting as a bonus action.
Sure.
And teleporting is a movement action. You still have a standard action.
Okay. Then in that case, I'm going to use bump power on Basilisk.
Basilisk, you remember the day when you entered the cocoon, when your life suddenly changed, when you were a normal person, and then suddenly the Terrigen mist, however you encountered it, wrapped you in a substance, and when you awoke, there was a fire in your chest. There was power. In this moment, it feels like you've left the chrysalis again. Your heart is beating twice as fast. The world seems to slow down, and you feel strong.
Oh boy. Mommy's got that juice. Let's go.
Okay. Oh, on your end shift, what does it look like when you boost somebody's power?
So, while copying a power, I'm just looking. This one I actually have to focus more. So this one's more of like almost like a Doctor Strange-esque. Like my hand is out towards them, and I like focus. There's no visual to it. In fact, probably from anyone that does not realize that I have powers, I look like just an absolute person that's just like practicing like Tai Chi in like the middle of the combat space. Yeah, so I do that, and then after I do that, I just kind of lean my head towards the guy that was like, I don't get paid enough. I lean, I go, you should get out of here and maybe go see Kung Fu Carrot 3. I hear it's really good.
Kung Fu Carrot 2 was pretty dope, I'm not gonna lie. He just all right, that's gonna bring us to our mysterious villain's turn.
If we share initiative, how do we decide who gets to go first?
Actually, you know what? You're the fucking speedster. No, you go first. You always go first.
She's to be fair, she's just chilling. But how many? Okay, we've the last we saw mystery individual was doing a throwing motion or starting a throwing motion. What way is that being pointed?
You could tell that whatever they're throwing, they are throwing it at shift.
So I can catch bullets.
Mm-hmm.
Over under on tossed projectiles.
I feel like they're slower, or is that just me?
Go ahead and could you do me a favor and put your catch bullets ability in the chat for me?
Okay. Okay. I was gonna be like, well, the trigger is being shot at. However,
the character makes an agility check using the attacker's attack result. Okay, so you have to make an agility check.
Yeah. The
target number for you is going to be 22.
Okay. So, sorry, this is making me laugh. Made against the character or a character within their character's reach. Anybody's in my reach, actually.
Yes.
So sorry about that.
Y'all,
Okay.
can I just tell you the most fun part of setting this one shot up today was that Caitlin has made a busted ass character. And,
On accident!
No, I mean it's so.
No, I love it.
I just love how tickled you are with it. Like, yes,
Oh
everybody.
wow, I'm broken. Yeah.
Wow, that's fun. Yeah, I made for everybody's edification, my concept was parkour speedster, and so I just added things that felt right with that, and then afterwards I was looking at my stuff like, oh no, and Noir let me.
All right, so
Okay,
let's see
so
this agility
I
check.
need to make an agility check. Let me see. I don't think any of these.
I do have. I'm looking at this. This might be a hard one. He rolled. Oh, he rolled a fantastic on his attack. Yeah, he rolled a 6 Marvel 6. So this is quite literally the best that he can throw.
Okay. I'm trying to see what my.
I feel like it's gonna hurt. I'm just throwing that out there.
I'm working on it.
The damage it's already here. It would be 28 if this hits.
Okay.
I would still
sorry.
be alive by 2.
Oh.
You need to know what you're trying to what you're rolling. You're just rolling your agility score.
Yes. Yeah. So I'm trying to see if I have an.
But you would also be rolling the non-combat one, though. Just so you know.
Non-combat agility. Okay. Enemies have trouble on agility checks against the character's vigilance. That's because this isn't against me, though. Even though I'm trying to.
This is you zooming and protecting someone else.
All
Making
right.
yourself the problem.
Yeah.
Again.
Let's see what happens. Okay. Agility.
Ooh, you missed it by 3. Now, remember what I told you all about karma. If you spend a point of karma, you can make something real. You do have 3 points of karma, and you earn points of karma by doing heroic things or being particularly in character. So if you would like to make it so your character catches this, I will accept that point of karma.
Yeah, she wants to be annoying.
Okay. So what you see are quite literally safety, like, you know those safety pins they put on shirts to keep the collar?
Yeah.
Just those little things, but he flicked them. And you notice as you catch it, it's like, this shouldn't be this deadly. That doesn't make sense that he could throw it that well. But you catch them.
So it's like that slow, like the Quicksilver style slow, where she kind of stands there and she's like, "What the hell are these?"
Like, you're like actually kind of looking at it first before you
and like,
just...
okay, like,
and you look up to see the person that threw them looking furious, and all composure that they had gone, and they just yell, "I don't miss!"
Sorry.
John Alpine is, the shift is like,
he missed. He did miss.
oh,
You're good.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
That was just a reaction. You still have, wait, hold on. Yeah, you
it's a
get to move as part of this reaction?
It's a reaction. Yeah.
So you still have your movement and your action.
Yeah.
Trust me, oh my gosh. She only gets
Wow! Yeah, so it's still your turn.
Okay. So okay. I kind of want him in the drink too. Where is he?
He is standing. I can actually ping it. He's standing on here. You guys don't get to see it, but essentially I have a map that I'm just showing them where everything is. So, yeah.
Oh,
I can
sorry.
put him right there. Boop.
It's not loading. One sec.
Oh my
You
goodness.
move 900. You move 900 spaces a turn. You
Yeah.
can get him.
I jumped further than that.
Gross.
Okay.
I hate like that's the sentence. I hate.
I hate full stop. Okay, sorry. He's on. I had to refresh my page.
Mhm.
Okay, he's over
He's
there.
on
Okay,
the
that's
ship.
him.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, prime time location. Yeah, I want him in the drink too.
Okay, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna run at him until he's in the drink.
Okay, so this is going to be essentially like a push attack. I'm assuming.
Probably, yeah.
You know what? I will give this to you as a grab.
Okay.
So you're going to have to, succeed on a melee against his defense. His defense is 14.
Okay. A melee against his defense. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So just go ahead and hit your attack.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Could this be considered me being sneaky because I'm not going to be seen while I'm moving?
Unfortunately, sneaky only applies to if you're hiding.
Cool. Okay. Running while crying. Okay. Sorry, I have so many abilities.
You know how hard it was to try to impress your own family with this girl right here? You know what that was like growing up. Honestly. Yeah, no, keep looking through your palette.
Oh, and
Yeah,
you have an edge on all of your melees as well, just so you're aware.
Okay, that's cool. That helps. I was like, I know there's something. I just don't know what it is. Okay. Is this a combat?
Yeah, this is a combat one, so you're gonna hit attack.
Combat melee. Okay.
Okay, you rolled 16. His defense is 14. You've grabbed him. You still have your movement. The ruling is you can only move half your speed while you're carrying somebody against their will. Half your speed is 450 spaces.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and you can run on water, so I'm assuming you run him into
I'm
the water
Yeah, I'm gonna go drop him where the other guy went.
and then run back to
And then I come back. And I don't worry about any of the train because I just go up the walls. But it's not like she doesn't I don't flavor like wall crawling. She does like she jumps off of stuff and like
Parkour.
really dramatic like
So you all hear, I don't miss.
very distant.
I
Didn't
don't miss. And then Blair comes back, and that's it. All of the goons have been defeated.
Oh, do we need him? He was throwing stuff at our guys, so I didn't.
I mean, that seems like a good reason.
It can't be that important.
No,
Okay.
no. Hey, and then I pull the goon's wallet out and I go, here is that $20.
You hear the intercoms of the pier. Bravo, my friends! Oh, bravo! You're already a winner. You courageously stopped common crooks from unloading their criminal cargo and kept the city safe for another night. Truly, you are the kings of the urban jungle. But now we must see if your skills extend to more, shall we say, primitive locales. From the bodies of all of the unconscious goons erupts confetti and gas.
Oh,
It looks a little. This is just for the players. It looks a little something like this, as confetti and gas overtake the pier. All of your senses start to wobble. You start to see double and then it's curtains. When you wake up, you find yourself in a savage land. Just there's trees and jungle and forest and all manner of flora about. You appear to be in some kind of a large holding cell that's approximately 50 feet square. 50 feet square. Dim light comes from the floor, casting an eerie light up through the room. There are no doors. There's no windows, but there's a crack in the wall where you can see the outside. Other markings on the featureless walls and ceilings. At the moment, you can't hear sounds beyond the ones that you and the other heroes make. In addition, to all of the heroes that helped fight those goons, you notice that there's one other person in this cell with you. It's almost jarring to see them, but you see the legendary super soldier and Avenger, Captain America. And he looks like he's had better days. He's wounded. His head is low, and his blonde hair is caked with dirt and blood. What do you all do?
Did Doug put something in that ganja?
What? Who's Doug?
He's my ride.
Oh, wait. Were you? No, I'm not going to ask questions. Hey, Cap, are you all right, buddy? You okay? I kind of want to like wave my hand.
Shift. I've heard of you. I've seen you in the papers.
Shift is trying to not show that he is excited that Cap even knows who the hell he is. Hey, yeah, buddy. But this isn't about me. It's about you. What's? Are you okay? Do you need something? Do any of you have healing powers?
I was tracking a shipment of stolen shield. It's not important. What's important was I was caught off guard. I didn't think I didn't think that I would encounter Arcade of all people in the midst of my investigation. But the rest of you, did you get caught up in his games as well?
Arcade? Who's Arcade? Sorry, forgive me.
A madman. A brilliant madman, which seems to be all too common these days. Masterful inventor with a hyperfixation on games. Particularly deadly ones.
Oh, he's one of those like ringmaster types.
I've no doubt that everything that is happening here is on some live stream for his sick entertainment.
Nothing worse than a streamer.
He's kind of a joker, if I remember, liking to play pranks.
Pretty childish ones.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of you. Wait. I think I've read about you too. The both of you. And he points at Bath and Bleer.
No, you didn't. I'd like to bamf.
Bleer vibrates at a frequency that makes her blurry.
And so you both attempt, but you notice that it is particularly difficult to access your powers in this moment. In fact, Shift, what you're feeling is very similar to what you're able to do to other individuals. And it's at that point, a shrill tone breaks through the air, echoing from somewhere above, and then you hear the voice of the same announcer who taunted you back at the pier. Welcome, one, welcome all. It took a bit of finagling to get you all here on schedule, but the effort and the expense will be more than worth it once you see what I've got in store for you. The walls and the ceilings of the featureless cell begin to shudder, and from somewhere below you hear the grinding gears and hiss of pistons. Then a large holographic projection appears of a smirking red-haired man wearing a well-tailored white business suit and red vest. Some of you may know me, others haven't yet had the pleasure, but either way, I'd kindly like to introduce myself. My name is Arcade. After he bombastically says his name, the walls suddenly drop into large slots, the ground revealing a large clearing surrounded by teeming jungle jam packed with trees, vines, and tropical foliage. And this is my newest creation, the murder world that time forgot. You all see this vast jungle teeming with life, with air fresher than you've ever felt, smelled. It would almost be pleasant if it weren't for the circumstances. The first round of our game, things are actually quite simple. All you have to do is make your way across the open field in front of you to the finish line. On the other side. A blinking neon yellow finish line appears about 100 yards on the far side of the jungle clearing. Don't worry, though, you won't be racing alone. Suddenly, a hatch opens in the ground and two dozen dinosaurs, each one just 6 feet tall and running on their hind legs like ostriches, come bounding out and start running towards you. On your mark, get set. Oh my god, this is gonna be so good. This is gonna be so good. This is gonna be so good. Go! So, there is a herd of dinosaurs charging at all of you. What are you going to do?
Are we still muted? Our powers?
Tell me how Bleer would check that.
Did you try to vibrate again?
Vibes are good.
Vibes are good.
Vibes are good. That means you can jump yourself. You can jump yourself. You want to lift? She turns to Basilisk.
We also need to get Cap out.
Oh,
I got him.
One of you guys take him.
All right, so this is where we're going to roll initiative.
Okay.
But I had a good rule last time. I won't have a good one again.
Okay.
I rolled butts on initiative.
Well, I didn't even know that was on the dice.
And you're getting the wrong dice.
Okay, I have an edge on initiative checks. So that means I roll and then click edge, right?
So you take the lowest one, and
Okay.
you hit edge on it.
Okay. Oh, they're the same. Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna call out your name. You're gonna give me your initiative. Basilisk, what you got for me?
I got you a 15.
You got me a 15. That's exactly what I wanted. Bam, what you got for me?
16.
16, love it. Shift, what we got?
13.
13, digging it. This is now dinos. So let's see what our dino friends are rolling. I'm just gonna use theirs. They have the same initiative. Ooh, not great. All right, there's my dino boys. Blair, what you got for me?
Also 13.
Also 13. Okay.
How do you have like the worst initiative for being?
Yeah,
so
I don't
fast?
know. Something. I don't know if I've
Because
gone
you
to
were
wrong
testing
thing.
whether or not the vibes were good.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
testing the vibes.
Oh, also, I've gotta have one other person roll. Duh. We gotta have Captain Mother Flippin' America roll.
He would appreciate the self censor.
He really would.
Language.
He would hit me with that language so fast. All right, there we go. So, Cap, what did you roll for me, my guy? Oh, Cap is not feeling it. Cap rolled a 12.
I mean,
So-
you blame him. He's hurt, you know?
He's having a rough
he's,
day.
He's not feeling it. You know.
He's got to pace himself if he wants to do this all day.
I was gonna make that joke. You beat me to it, you son of a gun. But that we start off with Banff at 16.
All right. Well, Mr. America, sir, can I move you,
If you're able.
or do you want to face the oncoming horde yourself, all Avenger style?
I'd like to pass if that's all right with you.
That means yes, I can move you. Just to be clear, and they're just running in.
Yes, please. So tell me, what does this look like? How are you gonna move Captain America?
So I'll just like delicately take him by his very American elbow, and then we bamf. Teleport
And, like,
together.
as you put your hands on his elbow, Steve looks at you and goes, "What are you?" Oh,
I asked. I feel like I couldn't possibly be clearer.
I just wasn't exactly sure what you were going to do. That was rather pleasant. Thank you.
Oh.
You immediately hear after this, great job! You got ahead of the pack and abandoned your fellow contestants with style. And you took the Boy Scout with you. I'm surprised you'd let you run away like that, Steve. That'll bring us to Basilisk. Basilisk, you look over and you see Banff and Cap just vanish.
Okay. So there is a pack of velociraptors.
They have a name. I'm gonna mess it up.
Deinonychus?
I'm gonna mess it up. Are we ready?
Go for it. Yeah, I'm guessing we got it done. Because let's play. We got it.
It starts with the C, and I can't pronounce it. All right.
Ooh, interesting.
Copy pasted to chat. We'll do
Yeah.
our best.
All right.
We need to
it
know for
starts-
dinosaur reasons.
Okay, I'll put it in our chat, and I'll put it into the Twitch chat. I said C, but it's a G.
Gallimimus.
Oh,
Gallimimus!
I love them. This is cute.
Well, now they're charging at your party full steam ahead. So, Basilisk, what are you gonna do?
Okay, so I would like to create an elemental barrier between them and us. Basically, I'm going to earthbend, take a stance, stomp the ground, and I'm going to erect a stone wall between them and us so that we've got more of a straight shot towards the finish line.
Okay.
Using my elemental barrier ability, which I will throw into chat.
The character forms a wall of their element within their line of sight up to 10 spaces away per rank. This covers up to 2 spaces across vertically, horizontally, per their rank. The character makes an agility check and compares the result against the agility defense of any target in the affected area. On a success, the character chooses which side of the barrier the target winds up on. On a failure, the target chooses. On a fantastic success, the target suffers the element's special effect. Attacks against the barrier are against the character's ego defense. Any attack against it that do 10 points of damage or less are instantly absorbed, and the barrier continues. If the attack does 10 or more points of damage, it destroys the barrier. Either way, the attack leaves those behind the barrier unharmed. So, go ahead.
Agility,
Yeah, go ahead and roll your agility check, and we're gonna see if you beat the dinos.
That's a 13 total.
Okay, 13 total. And my dinos. My dinos.
Your Gallimimus? Gallimimus?
I'm
Bio-no-nos.
I'm sorry.
No, yeah.
Oh no, you beat them. You beat them handily. Their agility was 10. So you leave all but one of the dinos on the other side of the wall.
Okay.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like? You still have your move action, so would you like to move?
Yeah, I'd like to start motoring towards that finish line.
Will you just come here?
Me?
Yes.
Oh,
I know I can get you, but will you please just come? That was very cool. But just I know I could get to you really easy, but it's just easier if you're braced for it.
Okay. I'm just gonna go stand next to Blair. What are we doing again?
I'm gonna get you there.
That's going to bring us to Shift. Shift and Blair. You both have the same initiative. So
I mean, I'm
going to say the speedster goes first. Yeah.
Okay, you start moving, and Blair goes, "For the love of God!" And she comes up to you and is gonna basically get like under your arm, like get your arm over her shoulder, her arm like braced against your back and the back of your neck, and she's gonna take us to the finish line, up and over the wall, and to the end of the finish line.
Okay, so for you, I'm gonna need you to do something for me.
Okay.
I'm gonna need you to roll me a vigilance check.
Vigilance.
Okay.
You
just have to beat 12.
Okay. I have my sensibility. I have an edge on vigilance checks to perceive danger. Enemies have trouble on agility checks against the character.
So you got edge on this.
The character also gains a permanent +2 bonus to their agility defense, which I don't think I ever marked down. Okay, so I roll and then I have an edge. And this is non-combat, right? Because it's not an attack. Okay. And then the lowest is that one edge. So 16 total.
As you're taking Basilisk at super speed, you feel your foot press something.
Oh.
And you hear click. And at this point, you realize you have to go faster. The thing is, though, you can. And
I jump.
So you jump at super speed, and by the time you hit the peak of your jump, that's when the mine finally goes off. You're perceiving this in slow motion. And Basilisk, everything is happening all at once. By the time you realize what's happening, you're already at the finish line and you see an explosion off in the distance where you just were.
I think out of reaction, Basilisk's skin just instantly turns to stone.
That ends the jump. That's how that weighs us down at the end of the jump at the finish line.
And you hear coming from the speakers, oh, well, I'm gonna have to invest in better minds. I really should have specialized this for this particular group, but that's okay. We've got more fun and games planned for later, and that's gonna take us to you, Shift.
So, one, I would like to apologize to the entire group right now. Second, how far away am I from the finish line where I'm supposed to be?
This is at 100. This is at 100-foot race.
Okay, so would you have said that we became unconscious at any point?
Oh, you were unconscious from the pier to here.
So that breaks concentration, which is how my abilities work.
Yep.
So shift goes to teleport and nothing happens. And he goes, fuck. And 100 feet is out of his range. Because his range is 10 spaces, which is 50 feet. And so he goes, and he just starts to book it.
So question.
Yeah.
I have so much movement left.
I have so many actions I never used.
Yeah, what's the over under on?
I have a full extra standard action. I have like 2 or 3 reactions left.
All right,
Are we about to race?
Yeah.
To this man?
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are.
Just once. Because we are competitive, not that we're competitive.
So just for the cinema of this, I'm just gonna please let me know if you guys are okay with this. The scene is Shift realizes, oh fuck, my powers. Decides, oh well, decides to book it, and you're unlucky. You hear the click. And right when your foot goes off of it,
roll for
Sam, Caitlin, but I'll need both of you to roll me a d20.
Okay. I remember how to do that in Roll20.
Oh no. Yeah, I rolled like d20s usually go.
What is up? Blair has terrible reaction time.
Sam rolled a 5. Caitlin rolled a 1.
We also lost the narrator and
what we see is Blair put down Basilisk, start to turn around to go super speed to catch Shift before this mine goes off, and before you can take another step, Banff is already back with Shift.
Damn it.
Oh, sorry. Did you want to get him? I could have let you. I mean, you should have said something. I would have let you get him.
The mic goes off.
And Shift pulls out that wallet again and pulls another $20 bill out.
Yeah.
Also, that guy was holding this thing, which is the white envelope, and I'm like, oh god, I hope this is not like, hey, be careful, arcade is here. That would really suck. I would like to open it now.
Okay. It's a greeting card, and it says "Happy Retirement."
Is it a way out? Does it have a...
Please tell me it's a way out.
Oh.
Because if it was a don't come here in the first place thing, I might have to hit you a little bit. But if it's a way out, then maybe we can...
Shift starts laughing, like, and he just turns it. He goes, that guy that you threw and landed on me, it was his last shift. He was retired.
Oh, now I feel bad. Okay, feel bad's over. Let's go.
All right, soldiers. Let's move on.
You would say that, Cap. You would say that. All right.
No, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I go and I beat Blia in a foot race.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes I go other kinds of places.
Mm-hmm.
I know what you're about.
If I start to like push at those powers, do I feel like I'm in my home kind of place here in, hang on, let me check my notes, Murder World? Or does this feel like when I go take a nap someplace else kind of place?
This is home. This is where you spend your day to day. I will say, if you start to push at those powers, you do realize that there is something waiting to disrupt if you
That's
pull
why
the
I
trigger.
didn't try it. I just wanted to test at it.
All right. But Cap starts to head off. And there's a path that he's following, but the further in on the path that he goes, the more vines and the more thick the trees get. It's you're going into the heart of the jungle here. It is getting harder and harder to navigate. You see Cap is cutting down vines with his shield. How do you all navigate these thick trees and these wild vines?
Bamf.
Okay, go ahead and roll me an agility. I'm gonna say that this is going to be a difficult roll. So your target number is going to be 16.
What is the agility doing? Because I'm trying to figure out if I could like spot a spot and bamf to a spot. Maybe make this a vigilance flavored thing. Stay in like safe ranges, but don't actually heaven forfend.
So the vines are such that there aren't really there aren't any clearings for you to land in. So if you do bamf, you'll have to kind of position yourself in a way so you're not bamfing into the vines.
What if I just bamf into Blair? Because whatever Blair is, there's enough space for one person. Worst thing is I just knock her over.
Oh, well, question. Blair, how are you navigating the vines?
I think it's annoying her because there's not a lot of space to move. But she's kind of doing the like when she like checked her hand right away, like checked if she could vibrate still.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of how she's like she does not want to get whacked in the face, and so it's this very like almost glitchy looking movement as she like moves through and like does her best to avoid getting hit by stuff that's moving. And yeah, so she's just kind of walking at a normal speed, but like the rest of her body is like moving in strange ways to push through.
Okay. Well, I'm going to ask all of you to make me a vigilance check.
There we go.
Target number 18.
Like that?
What?
Let's go.
Wait.
Oh, look, Caitlin, you don't have to roll.
Okay. I do.
So let's see. Jeez. Banff made it. Schiff made it. And Caitlin and Lear gets an auto pass. So the only one that fails is Basilisk.
Basilisk, no.
You all are certain there's someone in the trees. Blair, you know that. So just for full transparency for our audience, Blair has spider sense, but we have shaped it in such a form where Blair is aware of any movement that is threatening themselves or the people that they're traveling with.
And like kinetic awareness or something like that, like in this.
And it fires off. And for this, I'm going to give our boy trouble on his roll.
Yeah, you get it automatically from me.
I'm not happy. Not happy about this.
Yeah.
But here we go. Basilisk does a 19 hit your agility defense.
Yes, it does. However, I might have something for this if it's an attack that's targeting me.
Why would
What?
an attack ever target you? You're delightful.
I know. It's outright rude, is what it is.
It's true.
If I'm attacked or otherwise in danger as a reaction, I can protect myself with my element.
Oh.
As a reaction? Okay, so tell me. Go ahead, post that in chat.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so it costs you 5 focus. The character protects themselves with their element. Any attack against them that do 10 points of damage or less are instantly absorbed, and the protection continues. If the attack does 10 points or more, it destroys the protection. He did 31 points of damage.
Either way, the character remains unharmed.
Oh, that's true. So what you all see is as you're walking, out of nowhere, you hear thwip, and you see webbing around the neck of Basilisk, and then you see Basilisk get yanked up. But Basilisk, as a reaction, tell me how you protect yourself.
I think spiky stone grows like a punk collar out of the neck.
Oh, that's so cool. And so you hear a mighty thud as Basilisk in stone form lands down. You can tell if you were anyone else, he would have gotten you.
Listen, that cost me 5 focus, but better 5 focus than 30 damage.
So
Yes.
a familiar thwip sound echoes through the trees as a shimmering web line shoots down from the shadows above and attaches to the neck. As you are repeatedly yanked up into the trees, you're surprised to see Spider-Man above you. But his costume is caked with dirt, mud, and his hands are black with dried blood. This isn't the friendly webhead. This isn't the friendly neighborhood wall crawler. It's some kind of monster. I need everyone to roll initiative. And after this combat, we'll go ahead and take ourselves a break.
Cool.
I imagine this one's going to be fairly quick as well because you all are just this party is sick.
We're sick. We're quick. But this dang forest's thick.
You right.
3 C's.
Disrespectful thickness. I'm gonna call your name. You're gonna let me know your score or your initiative. Basilisk, what you got for me?
17.
17. Hey, Blackwater. Beth, what's up?
14.
14. Shift, what you got for me?
18.
18, okay. Man. Blair, what do you got for me?
11. I think Blair just doesn't have a quick I think she's fast. I don't think she has a quick reaction time. I think she's just fast.
I mean, why bother? You're fast enough to react to anything once you know about it.
This is getting kind of ridiculous.
Resting on your laurels.
I think it's because initiative is based off of vigilance and not agility.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. 'Cause, yeah, it would make sense. Yeah.
And some of us rely on our vigilance, and so by extension, some of us rely on our cousins.
Yeah.
So we're going to start off with Shift. Shift, you don't see him. He's in the shadows. In order to attack, you will need to make a vigilance roll to spot him.
Okay.
If you fail, you can still try to attack, but you may miss. What would you like to do?
I'm going to see if I can see him. So I want to make a vigilance roll, which was a 12.
And what you needed was
Probably
more than 12.
Yeah, I was going to say there's got to be way more than 12.
Yeah, more than 12.
So I would like to, I don't want to physically attack him because that's not what I do. I do have an ability called Jinx where I can make someone have troubles.
What
What would I need to do to make that happen?
All right, well, let's take a look at Jinx. I'll put it in chat. The character makes an ego check against the target's ego defense. If it succeeds, the target has trouble on all actions. On a fantastic, the target loses their next standard action. I'm going to say it doesn't say you need a line of sight.
Okay.
So you can fire this off without having to worry about if it hits or not. But tell me what this looks like or what this feels like. Like, this is an ability that it's more feeling than sight. So how do you jinx what you can't see is the question.
I feel like this is very much while it is technically magical, I feel like this is less magical and more like I am saying something in a way that causes them to like second guess themselves or kind of like stutter step. So it's more to me like bardic, it's like, oh, come on, webhead. You know you're better than this. What would Uncle Ben say? Like something like that,
Okay. So I'd like to pitch something to you, and you let me know if you like it.
Okay.
It sounds like gibberish to everyone else, but to the person you're targeting, you are saying something that affects them to their core.
I like it.
And what I'm curious, do you know what they hear? Or is that a mystery even to you?
I think because I am only rank 2, I'm going to say that I have no idea what I'm saying. I just know that it affects them. And it like there might be later on down the line a moral quandary of using this ability. The fact that it is like emotionally wrecking them. But for now, it does what I want it to do.
Well, because we are the comic book readers, we get to see from all perspectives. And while everyone else hears gibberish, the man in the tree line hears, "Fight this, Peter. This isn't you." And we hear it in the voice of Uncle Ben.
Yeah.
All right. So that is your standard action. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I want to do. I'm gonna just stand there and and I'm jinxing, and I am trusting my newfound friends to continue to not let me die, as they have done this twice now.
All right, Basilisk, you're up.
I can't see where the webhead's coming from, despite the fact he had just had me grabbed.
Spider-Man is extraordinarily fast, and this one has camouflage.
That's fine.
Go ahead, roll me vigilance.
Yeah, absolutely. 17 total.
You spot him.
All right.
And when you spot him, you notice that he looks as though he's in distress.
I am going to send up a column of earth and elemental grab.
Put it in chat. Yeah.
Yep.
The character makes an ego attack against the target's melee defense within 5 spaces. Times the character's rank. Your rank is 4.
Yeah, so
that's
20.
20 spaces. On a fantastic success, the target can also be pinned. It suffers the element's special effect. Breaking free requires a successful melee check against the target number 20. Ugh! Okay. Yeah. Go ahead, roll your ego attack. Oh no! Go ahead, roll your melee. Sorry, melee.
Oh, is it melee? Because it says I need to make.
You're right. You're making an ego attack against his melee defense.
Yeah.
Also, I forgot to make an ego on my ability.
Oh yeah, go for it.
A 19 on the ego.
And what are you targeting? Are you targeting his ego?
Yeah, ego defense.
Okay, you beat him, so everything plays out as it was.
Perfect.
Unfortunately, Basilisk, you miss because you're targeting his melee defense, which is 19.
Yes. Okay. Worth a shot though.
So you see this. No, tell us what this looks like.
I think sort of like this almost Flint Marco style column of earth shoots out from Basilisk's hand and tries to grab at Spider-Man. But I think he just does the spider like dodge out of the way.
Yep. Spider-Man is very annoying that way. That was a good swing though. That was a good attack.
If I'd rolled better, it probably would have worked.
It really would have. His melee defense is wild. But that is gonna bring us to Captain America. And you see he looks off into the distance. Okay, he is going to okay. Cap looks you dead in the eye, Basilisk. Good plan. I need you to adjust your aim. And when I say go, do it again. Are you ready?
Aye, aye, Captain.
All right. Throws his shield and he says, "Now!" Roll again.
Okay. Elemental grab.
And you have edge.
Edge on the ego check.
Mm-hmm.
All right, sounds good. All right, let's re-roll. It's a 14 now.
He flips out of the way of the shield and the earth. And you see the shield come back to Cap. Okay. All right. Are you catching his timing?
I think so. Basilisk is not catching his timing.
And that'll bring us to Bamf.
Yeah, so what I did get the 18 vigilance to spot initially. So what but like what are we seeing right now? Because I've heard a lot of different vibes. I've heard like there's some dodging out of the way coming from this spider individual, but also seemed to be kind of troubled after shifted.
So this is how it plays out. Shift jumped in front, said something. You know, at that point he was troubled. Then Basilisk sent a column of earth, which seemed to snap him out of it, and he ducked out of the way. Cap then tried to coordinate an attack with Basilisk. They both tried, and he's still dodging out of the way. And now you're up.
All right. It's not entirely clear to me whether this is just like someone that has been in a murder world, like Mr. America over here, or whether this is someone who's yeah, no, you wait your turn, I'm talking.
Apologies.
Or whether this is someone who's genuinely hostile. So I would like to conversate about that. Since I could see, could I bamf up onto the branch, coming in without particular hostile intent? Trust me, I know from people who get twitchy and they can already tell when you're about to try something. I'm not coming in with that energy. It was horrible in pillow fights, by the way. Never get the drop on head. Never.
Absolutely. So yeah. You're absolutely able to bamf to where they are. When you get face to face with them, you see the red and blue costume of Spider-Man covered in dirt and silt. The fingertips are sharpened into claws. And the moment you arrive, you hear
I don't know what else is out here. I'm not here to hurt you. You need some help.
Roll me an ego.
Yeah. And I have an edge on ego checks to persuade characters I'm speaking to for the first time. I like to think I make a good first impression. And then they make bland and they, forget about me. 18.
The hissing stops. And you hear, I don't know who I am. I'm someone. I think I'm someone. The memories are jumbles.
Yeah, you're someone. You're someone special. You want to figure out who? Together?
I don't think I'm real. I don't think I'm real. I think somewhere I'm real, but I don't think I'm real. I don't know what they did.
Keep breathing. And I think that's. Oh no! Wait, I get an extra action on my turn. So can
before
I?
You take your action,
yeah.
Before you take your action, you hear over the intercom. Now wait a second. That's not supposed to happen. No, this isn't the way it's supposed to go. Look, I helped Craven make a goddamn copy of Spider-Man, and I made one for myself. We're not supposed to get touchy-feely. We're supposed to get violent. You're not a person. You're a tool. Kill.
I don't know what kind of someone you are, but I don't think you're the someone who lets someone talk to you like that, are you?
I don't want to kill.
That's right.
I don't want to fight you.
All right. Let's not fight, kid.
Okay.
Want to come meet my friends?
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna actually try to physically climb down so the Bamf doesn't startle.
He climbs down spider-like with you.
Look at you.
And
I would love it if they came down the columns, the element columns that Basil
Yeah,
I
had
would
put
love
up.
that as well. Yes.
that's where they're coming down. It takes the mask off. And you see a kid. Like, he's just a young guy. And because I think my name might be Pete.
You're shorter than I imagined. But nice to meet you.
And that's where we're going to take our break. I hope that you're all having fun. This party has changed things a bit.
Did you expect anything less?
How dare. But we're going to go and be human for a while. We have Cap and we have Peter Parker? Who knows? But we'll find out when we come back with the second half of this adventure. Thank you so much for hanging with us, and we'll see you in a bit.
Bye.
Thing getting thrown. Another thing getting thrown. Foley is just having a real good time here. That sounded like an elephant. I swear that sounded like an elephant.
What would happen if the whole world knew monsters existed? That they could be your neighbor, your barista, or your childhood bully? Hi, we're Pest Control, a mostly Monster of the Week actual play show that just started our second season, and we're asking exactly those questions.
We are another tabletop podcasting show, but we utilize Monster of the Week very well. It feels almost like you are watching a show. It gets really dark.
Yeah, and in between all that, we're a little bit of silly little goofers.
Sam enables some extremely impactful story moments built up from themes and creature designs.
I'm William, they, them, and I'm playing Kelly Aberdeen, he, him, who is a vigilante who wants more than anything to be a monster and cannot become one.
I'm Sam, she, they, and I'm playing Nami, she, her, who is an angel who fucked up and has to make up for it.
My name is Jonas, they, them, and I'm playing Rabbit Moon, he, they, she, a demon boy who changes forms and plays with gravity. Rabbit is using the custom playbook, The Shape Changer.
And my name is Keeper Sam. Come follow Pest Control as we watch the story of Kelly, Nami, and Rabbit trying to keep the community of Norfolk safe from the encroaching influence of the city. Come check us out.
In a world without magic, a world much like our own, danger still creeps around every corner. But where there's danger, there's always someone willing to take up the risk.
And opens her mouth wide.
God, is there anybody normal in this city at all?
Well, you know me, boys. I do love an apocalyptic event.
Since 2020, $2 Creature Feature has delivered a high-quality Monster of the Week podcast in association with Althaven TTRPG Network. In Season 1, we traveled with Severus Vardy's Traveling Fun Fair. In Season 2, we solved the mystery of what lurks at the heart of Jupiter Hollow. Now, a new team must stand up to the threats that are out of this world. $2 Creature Feature proudly presents Season 3, Atlas.
Hi, my name is Jake.
And I'm Sam.
And together we are the co-hosts of What We Know, the most watched source of all topics gaming. We have the fastest scoops, the hottest takes, and hell, the cutest co-hosts.
Can't deny that, but there's more to us than looks alone. Each episode, we take a dive into gaming-related stories of the week that interest us. Topics that make us go, wait, this couldn't be real, or hang on, wait, what? Or...
the greatest thing that has ever happened to gaming ever.
Yes, things exactly like that. So check out Althaven's YouTube, and every other Tuesday, you'll find out what we know.
All right, and we are back, everyone, with the final part of our marvelous adventure today. So our heroes just coaxed a murderous Spider-Man from the trees, and now he's walking with them as they continue on this path known as Murder World. And so, as you all continue walking, you make your way down a winding path into a deep ravine. The sun sets and a series of green glowing neon arrows direct you forward until you see a large cave opening. Inside the cave, you're surprised to see warm light pouring out from a modern-looking spa facility. There are comfortable-looking beds, shelves full of supplies, large wash basins, a hot tub, and a fridge stocked with refreshments. The warm lights come from a trio of large glass encased fireplaces that surround the rest area, and a dozen twinkling lanterns hanging from the ceiling. Arcade's hologram appears and he smiles broadly as he motions toward the facility. You've done well to make it this far in one piece. Our streaming numbers are mighty fine, and I want to make sure you all look good and feel fresh for the big finale. So please, enjoy some Arcadian hospitality here at the Rest Station M. Relax for now, and I'll see you tomorrow, bright and Wait. You weren't part of the plan. And you see him pointing at Spider-Man. You are such a waste of bolts and screws, you disappointing thing!
Can I go turn the hologram off?
Go ahead and roll me a vigilance check to see if you can find a switch.
I mean, she'll bust it if she has to, but
I
she
was
can
gonna say-
get there.
I was gonna say, can we just throw a rock at it?
Go ahead. You are more than welcome to make a melee attack.
Okay.
I'm not.
I
got a
have-
0. I got a 0 on my melee. We ain't punching things.
I have an edge on all of my melee attacks.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, okay. Melee. Combat? Or not combat?
Oh no, this is not combat. Non-combat.
Non-combat. Combat. And I have an edge. Oh, I accidentally rolled 20.
Oh, you
accidentally double clicked.
Tell me what this looks like as you go to destroy the hologram.
I think Bleer sees Bamf like square up like new friend. And Bleer isn't really somebody who makes friends, but she knows that Bamf does, and so by proxy,
okay,
this is kind of a thing. And so, as we joked during the break, she's quick. She's just not quick at the draw. So I think by the time she's like, oh, okay, she gets her 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, and then she's there. And it's like a she can move so fast. She has what's it called? It's blazing fast fist. So she basically gets like a triple punch in, like, and just like I want to break the hologram.
Like one punch, but we hear like 7 times.
Like a drum roll. Like how you
and it starts to smoke and then fizzes out, but the last thing the hologram says is, "You were such a waste of time. Deactivate." And you see Spider-Man's eyes flash red and
No. There's got to be something we can do. That had to have been a remote signal or something, right? Something like that. We get it. We can help him. Right?
Can I make a logic check to try and reactivate this thing? I've got fresh eyes. Character has their own way of doing things that often seems strange to those around them, but it can bring a new perspective to existing issues. I have edge on logic checks when faced with something for the first time. I've never seen a robot Spider-Man before.
All right, yeah, go ahead and make me a logic. However, you are in a spa in the middle of murder world without tools to really...
I mean, I'm just trying to Fonzie hit this thing back to life.
I respect that, but I'm still gonna rule this as a pretty difficult role.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say that your target number, you are rank 4.
My logic is +0, so doubtful I can make it unless I roll really good.
With the difficult roll, this is going to be a 16. However, if someone wants to help you, that will give you edge. And I see Bamf wants to help, so this will in fact give you edge on this roll.
I already have edge on this roll.
So now you get 2 edge.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. Or is that a noir thing?
No, you can get up to 3 edge, and you can get up to 3 trouble.
That's a 17 total. 2 6s and a 5.
By 1.
My son!
Tell me how, tell me what you do.
I think I kind of just never actually seen it like a robot before. I mean, other than the ones that were on the pier, but this is deactivation. I think I'm just gonna do a quick Fonzie hit to the back of the skull, where the spine and the skull would meet, and just see if I can smash the activation button so that it pops back into place.
You hit this thing in the back of the ear, and its head hits the wall. The eyes roll, glow blue, and you hear, Shield Life Model Decoy Protocol 473A4B Spider-Man. Reactivating in 3, 2, 1. Ah!
Hey.
Ah! Ah! Hey! He shoots webbing on his face, so all you can see are the eyes. Hi! Hey!
Hey, we lost you for a moment there. You got knocked out. You feeling okay?
So this may seem strange, but I don't think that I know you. But it's nice to meet you. I'm the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Pleasure to meet you, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. You want to get cleaned up? There's a bunch of...
Yeah, I don't know how I got all this. I mean, it's not the worst my costumes look. That's a whole story.
It's a lot of schmutz. Tell me about it. Come on.
Would anyone happen to know where my mask is? That's the thing that takes me the longest to make.
I think you took it off and left it somewhere back in the jungle on the way here.
Okay. Is anybody using that blanket?
You are, buddy. You are.
He just goes off with Banff and makes a makeshift mask. It looks more like the Daredevil black mask that covers his eyes, but he makes really jank eye holes. But you all are in this spa. There's beverages. There's a water basin. There's a hot tub.
You know, this feels very Iliad, maybe underworld. Don't eat the pomegranates.
Oh yeah, no, don't eat nothing. But hey,
Yeah.
Blair, can I talk to you for a moment? Can we like walk over, like just like right over there?
Why?
I have a question for you.
And it needs to be over there.
Yes.
Okay. And she like looks at Banff and then looks back at shifts and like shuffles in that direction.
And as soon as I feel like we are out of earshot, I look at Blair and I go, "Hey, do you think Cap could also be one of those robots?"
I don't know why you're asking me specifically that.
Because Banff is with Spider-Man, and I feel like there's like a connection that they're like friends, which is totally cool. But the thing is that that's going on over there. I want to make sure I'm not being paranoid.
Oh, we're strategizing. Okay. I guess that's fully possible.
Uh-huh.
At this point, I feel like anything is possible. All of us could be robots, so we've introduced.
I pinch you, Blair.
Oh,
I don't think you're a robot.
You have the disadvantage on rolls against me. No. Oh, my nose is bleeding. I just, there's one has entered the chat. There's many more could be possible, I guess. Do you want to go pinch Captain America? Is that what you're telling me?
Did someone call for me?
Never say his name. He can hear that shit. He can hear that shit like a mile away. You just say cat, and he's like, "What? Did someone?" I said cat. I said cat.
I'm not. I didn't mean to eavesdrop. I'll stop listening now. I wasn't listening before though.
Like an activation word. Okay.
He sheepishly goes into the hot tub. Clearly, having looked embarrassed about hearing what he heard.
Dude, you don't use the facilities. We just talked about.
Huh? What?
No, put it down. All of you.
Listen, these snacks are really good, though.
No, don't eat it. Have you not read anything?
I already powdered back
You were
like
to
3
see an
energy drinks.
Orpheus?
You gotta fuel the machine, baby.
You were to see Orpheus steal yet? None of this none of this is ringing a bell.
No, I wasn't a Greek mythology kid.
I dropped out of high school. Come on, you guys. Okay, put it down. Everybody, put it down.
I was more like a Avalonian myth kid than a Greek mythology kid.
There's equivalents. What's an equivalent?
The fairies. Not eating anything from the fae.
Don't eat. Yes, don't step in the rings. Don't step in the I almost called it an onion ring. That's okay. I dropped out of high school.
Oh, now I'm hungry.
A mushroom ring. Okay. Sorry. Okay, well then we gotta get out of here. Okay, put that down. Cap, don't get in the hot tub. Come here.
Oh, okay. You see, he gets out of the hot tub.
Well, if he was a robot, do you think he'd be able to get?
I don't know.
I guess.
Hey, Cap, are you a robot?
What?
That's a good.
No.
Can he pinch you?
If you like, I don't see the harm in it.
I put my hand on both sides of him, and then I only pinch one side. So, which side did I pinch?
He tells you the side that you pinched.
All right. Okay. It's either very good or he's not an android.
If it makes you feel better, this may be a little disconcerting, but he takes off a couple of the bandages and you can see he's cut pretty deep.
Was Spider-Man? So you said Spider-Man was covered in like mud. Was
Mud.
he also bloody before?
Yes.
He was bloody
It doesn't look like it was his blood.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay, that's pretty solid.
But I will go ahead and give all of you, whoever's checking Cap, a vigilance check. But it will. You don't really know what you're looking for is the problem. So this is going to be a absurd roll.
Okay.
So
yeah,
that's
I
gonna
tried,
be
but
vigilance target
Is
number
this
20.
Vigilance check to perceive danger. Would this fall into that category?
This isn't to perceive danger. This is to determine if someone is alive or synthetic.
Cool. Vigilance, non-combat.
Hey, on behalf of my beacon character,
I feel like Shift just like put his finger in the wound.
Oh,
because I rolled a 13.
By 1, you missed it by 1.
Hey,
karma.
Yeah, I was
karma.
gonna say. You know what? I'm the one. I've got a trend of spending karma. I want to bump it by 1.
Okay.
I want to know. Can you show me? I want to know about these strangers. Like, anyway, sorry. Go for it.
So tell me what the scene looks like up to the point where we determine whether he is or is not a synthetic.
Bleer makes Shift pinch one of the most notorious superheroes in our country, and then kind of does like her like speed movement around where she kind of like has that like almost glitching effect where she's suddenly on either side, kind of just doing like her once over. And I think she ends up looking at the back of the neck, which was where Basilisk elbowed Spider-Man, and she'll just take. I think if she sees anything, that's where she would find her confirmation.
Want me to hit him again?
1 sec. I'll let you know. I'll say to be determined.
All right. So you're moving at super speed, a speed that's too fast for anyone to perceive. And you can see his eyes tracking you with no issues. Well, is there anything?
Bleer is not a good liar. And so she does not say anything. She just kind of she just continues to be her not very good at socializing self. and just kind of keeps watching, moving in her speed with which she does that. Like when a teen puts headphones in, you don't talk to that teen. Blair moves fast enough that it becomes more of a hassle to try to talk to her.
I know.
Than it would be otherwise. So she just keeps flitting around so that she doesn't have to answer questions.
He's all smiles, but you can tell that now he's checking you. And there's a moment, and it happens so fast, only the two of you can really appreciate it, where you both know the game is up.
Well,
she appears next to Bessie. Yeah, this conversation that happens as soon as you start talking. She appears next to Basilisk and just says, "Yeah, you're in." And we'll go back to as if she hadn't, like literally in a second. And keeps her flickering around as poor Shift starts talking.
Well, it looks like you're not a robot, so you're good.
I tap with the people's elbow.
You know what? I'm gonna give you the surprise round. Yeah, go for it.
I don't know if we want to fight him. He was just shifty with me, so the fact that he was lying.
It's up to you, Basilisk. How are you playing this out?
I was told, yeah, you're in, and then that Basilisk, that means only one thing. It's time to hit Cap with the people's elbow.
He lied. He lied to me. I don't like that.
Okay, so go ahead and roll whatever attack you're gonna do.
In his defense, Spider-Man did try to kill Basilisk. What's worse, lying or trying to kill?
Okay, so I'm gonna. It's the close attack.
About it.
Can
you grab him?
I'd like
with the earth.
I'm gonna clobber. Oh, I can do that too.
Yes, you earth grab him.
I could elemental grab.
You should do that.
Yes, I would like to try an elemental grab.
How are you going to have any dirt on Cat?
It's a cave. There's lots of dirt around. But then he did just get out of the tub, so maybe not so much dirt.
Yeah, I think instead Blair gives you the it tells you to grab him, instead of hit him out, because I don't think there's motive. There's not quite motive for violence yet, aside from the shifty and you lied to me and I don't like it, so hold on to him.
I think instead of elemental grabbing, I think I'm just gonna grab Cap. So this is a melee check versus the target's melee defense.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna try and melee check Captain America.
You have 2 trouble on your attack.
That's what I figured.
As this is happening, oh my God, Bass is a robot.
Poor Shift hasn't been filled in yet.
I'm
working on it. I'll get there.
I get a +3 bonus on my melee check because I am also Mighty 3. So let's.
And you said that this got to be a surprise. Too. So is that another?
But I got 2 trouble.
So essentially, what this means is he can't use reactions.
Oh.
Because you caught him off guard.
Do I have to reroll the highest for trouble?
You have to reroll the highest for trouble.
Okay. Trouble, same. And so do I have to reroll that one again? 16.
So you reach out to grab Captain America, and he almost gets out of your clutches, but you're able to, and you can feel just him flexing is almost loosening your grips. I don't understand what's happening here. I think we're all under some misunderstanding. Please stand down.
I don't like it when people withhold information. So I'm gonna need you to track that back.
Would we be able to shift the camera to Spidey and
get a quick beat off to the side?
Wow.
So the page turns, and you just see the web face grabbing a pillowcase essentially and making a mask of it, and he goes, kind of feels like you know me and I don't know you, and weird.
So am I being weird? I get that sometimes.
Oh no, you're not weird. I'm if anybody's weird, I'm weird. I'm the spider.
All right, then.
I mean, not the spiders are weird. They're wonderful creatures of nature, very helpful. I don't know your name.
Yeah, you can call me Bamf.
Bamf.
Yeah, either one. Meaning you're thinking of? Yes.
All right. Well, I'll make sure not to mess with you then.
Yeah.
I'm Spider-Man or Spidey.
Yeah, I like the sound of Spidey. Hey, you're looking a little. You took a hit earlier to the back of the noggin there. Do you mind if I take a look at it while we get you cleaned up? You are filthy, by the way. So
it's not the best way to make a first impression. Not the worst first impression I've ever made, but the hit in the back of the noggin, that kind of explains why I don't remember.
Can I just take a quick look?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Can you move that?
Right.
Pillowcase.
The pillow.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had
microfiber,
it feels like a good thread count, so it's not going to chafe on my face.
Oh, good. You hate face chafe.
Right? Chafing. That's one of the first things that I learned in this business. You got to baby powder it up and use material that breathes.
Oh, see, I just don't break a sweat. Not a lot of running around. Not like my cousin.
It's the both of you. Yeah, really cool. Really, it's not too bad back there, is it?
Let's take a quick look. Given that there was a deactivation signal, like Bamf said earlier, it implies an antenna to receive a remotely sent signal. It's not like Arcade just like walked up and tapped. There's a way that you can receive that. And that's what, something about that clearly got knocked around when Basilisks introduced, what was that called? The Public's Arm? Something like that. So I would like to see whether maybe I can find that so that this Arcane doesn't try to do that again.
This is going to be a logic roll of 16.
That's rough. That's real rough for me. I don't suppose it's a vigilance check.
Unfortunately not. This is understanding the very intricate and camouflage technology that goes into a life model decoy. See, the thing about them is the electronics generally emulate and look like human tissue until you get into the core of them. So
if you prick them, they do bleed. That seems useful to the scene I'm not in right now. So how does karma work?
If you get to make one thing real if you spend it.
Well, with respect to a roll, because in for honor's sake, I did already roll.
I understand. You can spend that currency. Hey, we got double raise. Hey, what's up, guys? Modifi is Blue Cottage. Thank you. Welcome.
I'm trying to save a life model decoy of a very, very nice little spider gentleman.
So you tell me how you do that. This next panel is yours to illustrate and write. So so just to give you the setup, with your roll, you went in and you couldn't find anything. What's the next panel look like?
This is as Blia is doing her little glitch thing around Captain America. I look back around, and there's a little bit of an effect every so often just from how fast she moves. It'll tremble the circuits a little bit sometimes, of like local electronics, of like big picture kind of stuff. But maybe there's a repeater in the wall or something. I don't know. I'm not an electronician. But there's this one little light that also just does a little bit of a flicker while she's doing a glitch. I think that's where it is. I can't find it, but seeing...
Spider-Man looks at you and he kind of sees the frustration. And he goes, "What are you looking for exactly? I don't understand." I mean, I'm a little handy with tech. I make my web shooters.
That's pretty. Do you want me to tell you? If it were something I don't think you would maybe love to know, would you still want to know?
If there's something horrible that I should know, then I think it's my responsibility to hear it, even if it's something I don't want to know. I have this thing that kind of, when I have a hard choice to make, I always try to think about it. With great power comes great responsibility. So lay it on me.
I'll move out from behind him so I can look him in the eye, I guess. This arcade has a deactivation on you.
Deactivation?
Yeah. You told me earlier before you took the arm of the plebs or whatever that you didn't feel real, and there's a whole lot of electronics back there that ain't exactly factory issue, you know.
Are you saying I'm some kind of... And as he struggles to get the word out, you could hear the whirling of motors and the eyes flashing red.
Don't do it. Don't. No.
No, okay. Yeah. All right. I'm a machine. I mean, I suppose in different contexts this would be kind of cool, right?
Hey, in all contexts, it's kind of, hey, I'm a machine made out of meat, right?
Yeah, but you're a unique one. There's a me out there.
No. There's someone who might have your face, but whoever that is never talked to me, right?
And that's when you see Basculus suddenly grab Captain America.
Cap's also a robot.
Does everybody know I'm a machine?
That technology you said you're good at?
Yeah. And he jumps to it, and we're gonna roll initiative.
There we go. We tried.
It was good. I don't like when people withhold information from me. I don't like it.
Yeah, you're just not used to anything being out of your reach.
Exactly.
All right, I'm gonna say your name. You're gonna give me your initiative. Basilisk, what you got for me?
13.
Bamf, what you got for me?
11.
Shift, what you got for me?
I got a 14.
Spidey, what you got for me?
Come on, kid.
Spidey. Oh, okay.
Come on, kid.
Cap, what do you have? Okay.
Oh no!
And Blair, what do you got for me?
14.
Yay! I'm proud of you, buddy.
Woo.
The first person to go is Spidey.
Yeah, let's go, Spidey.
That's my kid.
And you just see Basilisk. You're holding, but it's very clear that he's about to break out, or he's gonna try. And you see Spidey go, "Sorry about this," and he shoots his webs at your locked arms to keep them locked. And he goes, "Cap, I don't want to fight you. I've got your picture on my wall." And he is going to go and make a logic check to see if he can help.
That's someone who can do something. Eric, this is exactly how you intended this module to go, right?
Right? This is what you wanted? This is what you wanted? This is what you asked for?
All is going as Zub intended.
Spidey hops onto your arms, Basilisk, to try and get a look at Steve, and Steve like swings, and you see Spidey flip off of him, and he goes, "Oh, please don't make this a fight." That's going to bring us to Blair. You are next. Shift, you're after.
Oh man. Okay.
You rolled a 14, and so did Shift.
I haven't been up top the whole time. Okay. Well, geez. I actually don't have much I can do right now.
You can hold your action in this system. Or you can hold your whole turn, actually, in this system.
I'm actually going to hold my whole turn.
Okay. That's absolutely fair.
Doing me a favor this whole time. They were like, you want this, trust me.
That brings us to Shift. Shift, you see everything that's going down right now. What's the move?
I guess I'm going to dampen Cap's power.
The character picks one power from another character within 20 spaces and makes an ego attack against them. On a success, they tamp the power down. If the power has ranges or effective areas, the duration of these are halved. If the power affects a damage multiplier, subtract 1 from the effect. The power can no longer enjoy fantastic successes. If the power has a focus cost, the character must also pay the cost to dampen it. Okay, so you're gonna.
So I want to do his super strength.
Okay, so that's Captain America has Mighty 1, and you just removed it. There is no cost to it. There's no range to it. It's just gone. And so where you saw Basilisk struggling before, even with the web reinforcing the grip, now you see Basilisk tightening up, and there's nothing Steve can do about it. The voice over the intercom goes, "I tried to get you people to rest. This wasn't supposed to happen. You're changing the script and I don't like it. Fine, if you all want to change things up and steal my robots, then I'm going to give you another robot to steal. Get them!" And you see the floor falls from underneath all of you. And so you are all about to take some fall damage unless there's some quick thinking that can happen here. I'm going to say this breaks our initiative. Give me a second, because you guys change things up on me.
Like you do.
Right. So yes, you are all falling 50 feet straight down unless there's some quick thinking that happens. So what's
the wall situation?
I'm going to say that the beds were against the walls, and since nobody was in bed, we're kind of in the middle of the floor, and so there's nothing. I want to say, it actually gives this to me here. There's 20 spaces on either side to the wall.
Cool. Hey, as we start like free fall, Spidey, can you get me over there? And I'm gonna reach out and grab.
Fuck, you guys have Spider-Man.
Yeah, we fucking do, buddy. Get me there.
So, what are you telling Spidey exactly?
So I'm grabbing onto Basilisk and asking Spidey to get me to the wall. He's got webs.
You hear go, hold on! And he is going to make a web trap that catches you, Basilisk, and Cap. And then he's swinging. He is going to swing to try and catch Banff.
Aw.
He doesn't know what your power is.
No. He did. He only thought of the one meaning of the name. That's so flattering. Anyway, I have 3 reactions.
Okay. Oh my god, that's true.
We're not worrying about shift, are we? Like,
shift. You have a buffet of powers to pick to survive this. So which one do you take?
Right. Okay. So I can get shift to the ground. It actually sounds like that's just, if I need to spend 2 reactions to Banff to shift and Banff to the ground, but fortunately my cousin already took care of like pretty much everyone else. So
I might need an assist. I'm just trying to stop the free fall. Yeah.
I have the 3rd one, and then I have my movement and my 2 standard actions. If we actually get, a turn. But
so I'm just gonna color, because this is a splash page. The floor falls from underneath you. Blair tells Spidey, do something. He makes a web net that catches Basilisk, who is still holding Cap. And Cap literally can't do anything about it. The shield falls, it hits the ground. Banff grabs shift, breaks it to the ground. Blair, I think Banff also gets you to the ground as well. And everyone is safe. And you just hear over the intercom, shit, fuck! And he's just throwing things. And he goes, fine! You want a speed run to the finale? Then here we go! And you see a door open and 2 red eyes. And then you hear shink, shink, as you see claws erupt from the fist of Wolverine.
Oh.
And then he goes, no, more! And then another door opens. And you see a big old T-Rex.
Bleer starts laughing, like genuinely bursts out laughing. When we go from superheroes to T-Rex.
And then he goes, "We're not done yet! Activate Command 4C Delta Treason!" And you see Cap's eyes go full red. Kill them all! They ruined my show! Kill them! Kill them! Yes, Basilisk. You're muted.
I'm holding on to Cap pretty tight.
Mm-hmm.
And his powers are deactivated currently.
Uh-huh.
Can I use 3 reactions to crush?
Yes, you can.
Crushing grip. So yeah, let's make 3 melee attacks versus the target's resilience defense.
Yeah, that go ahead.
It's a 13 on that one.
His melee defense.
It's a resilience defense.
Resilience defense. Beat it. It's 13.
That's 16.
Uh-huh.
And a 17.
That one misses. No.
So that's 14, 30, and 14 damage.
So just give me all the numbers.
14, 30. So that is...
Oh, wait, hold on. Subtract 4 from each one.
Subtract 4 from each one?
58 minus 12.
58 minus 12. 46.
46.
How's that look? How's that taste? Does that taste good? Is this what you wanted?
And the target is pinned.
Cherry.
Actually, sorry. That's only on a fantastic success. Is the target pinned? The target is not pinned.
I take the cherry back, but I ate it because it's tasty anyways.
Go for it.
We're gonna stick with the initiative that we had. I'm just gonna roll in our new combatants.
Minus Cap, right?
I mean, Cap is still standing, just
being held up by the arms of one beautiful basilisk.
I'll get you for this.
I'm almost turning, I think the stone is almost turning into snake scales.
Ooh.
And I'm just constrictor squeezing.
Yes. You will all pay for this.
Will we?
One way or another, I will see you pay for this.
I hope so.
Hold on. Give me your character sheet. Okay. Oh. Okie dokie. All right. So that's going to bring us to the top of the round. And Wolverine and the T-Rex are going to go on the same turn. Because screw you guys.
That's fair.
Absolutely, we deserve it.
All right.
Little stinkers.
His first target, it's got to be Basilisk. He's going to try and free. He's going to try and free Cap. And so he is going to attack viciously. He's going to use his vicious attack. And he gets 2 of them. So what vicious attack is if he rolls a fantastic success, you're going to take double damage. He did not roll a fantastic, but he does get edge on melee attacks. Does a 20, of course, is going to hit. Why didn't this thing pop out? I don't want you to pop out. Get back in there. Anyway, so the first attack is what the hell? Okay, the first attack is a 17. What is your melee defense, Basilisk?
16.
Okay, so you're gonna take 17 damage on the first one.
That is subtracted by 2 because I am sturdy.
Rock and roll. And the second attack is it hits for 20. He swings for 20, which beats your defense for 32 damage.
So 30 and 15, that's 45.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you just hear him go, bub, bub, bub. And every time he says bub, you hear Arcade cackling. That's all I trained it to say. That's going to bring us to our Dinosaur. Dinosaur! I'm just gonna use him right now. There we go. He is also going to attack. But I believe this attack is going to go. He's going to attack Spidey.
You leave my son alone!
He's fast. He's hard to hit.
Oh, wait.
He does have an edge. So the first attack is a 20. And the second attack is a 22. Spidey's melee defense is only 19. So he's taking 36 damage twice.
Shoot, it's Teleport other is a reaction.
Uh-huh.
It's an action, but it's also a reaction.
Okay. Oh, what's the trigger?
Target is grabbed.
He's not being grabbed. He's being attacked.
Right. He's being attacked by the T-Rex.
Mm-hmm.
He could be grabbed by me.
I don't think you can grab as a reaction. Let me take a look at this real quick.
Yeah, totally up to you, because I couldn't see anything that specified how those rules worked, at least from the Roll20.
Okie dokie. Let's see. What are we trying to do? We're trying to teleport other?
Or teleport together. Either one.
You can interpose as a reaction.
Ooh. You know?
You can help teammate as a reaction. Oh, that's it. I think you give someone an edge.
If I interposed as a reaction... Okay, thank you, small
That's
dog.
2.
Character teleports, taking any person they are touching with them in the clear spaces they can see. Okay. So teleport together won't work because you already need to be touching.
Okay.
So you guys were touching when you web swung, but then you teleported.
Yeah, but
away.
then he didn't know I could bamf.
Yes.
But yeah.
How many reactions do you have?
3.
2.
3. As a reaction, you would get right in front. It could a second
interpose, take the attack, and then now that I'm the target, I could blink.
Yeah. Circumvent the attack
reaction.
Yeah.
It's just look, Noir, it's my son. And it's 36 damage twice.
Which is 72 points of damage.
Which is too many. I'm sure we can all agree.
Yeah, 3 reactions, interpose, at like taking it, and then when it goes to get I
get 5 people to put Spidey in chat right now, I'll allow this to go through.
We're Tinkerbelling this. We're gonna Tinkerbell it.
You're gonna Tinkerbell. You've got
Spidey.
10 seconds to type Spidey in chat right now.
Yeah, please.
10,
Spidey.
9, 8, 7.
We got 3,
6.
4.
Okay. So the massive claw of this dinosaur comes lumbering down, and Spider-Man would be fast enough to dodge this, but right now, whoever this is doesn't really think they're Spider-Man is the problem. And in that moment where they would naturally move, they just stand there confused. And that's when you see the fly back as Banff appears in front, pushes Spider-Man out of the way, and vanishes before the claw can come down. I'm going to award you a karma for that.
Thank you. How am I rewarded for this? Thank you.
Look at the chat. Good on you. You saved Spider-Man. He would have been at 18. He would have been at 18 hit points after that.
Can we make sure Wolverine stays away from me? Because
that's up to my cousin. I'm all out of reactions. Or I'm pretty close.
So that was Dino's turn. Oh, so like the bloodthirsty GM in me is just like, I had a chunk. But that's gonna bring us to. Oh yeah, because we restarted the round, so that brings us to Spidey.
Spidey,
who is on the ground, kind of shook. What would you all see? You all see him shook. Who would like to say something to him to try and inspire him?
Oh, I think that would be you.
I'm gonna make this an ego check because he is real. He just found out he's a robot clone of another person. Even if he survives, what life will he go to? These are the things that he's thinking in his head right now. So who would like to make this
right
ego
now?
check?
It should go to someone. I've just done like 12.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll turn and be like, your actions right now is what makes you different. So you got this. This is all you. And I have public speaking. A character knows how to get the attention of a crowd, whether it's a political rally or in front of a jury or a classmate. They have edge on an ego check when attempting to persuade groups. I guess it's not a group. Deal maker.
I'll give you the edge on that.
All right, so I get edge on that for deal maker. So I got a 20.
Ooh.
Didn't even need that edge.
He gets up a little slowly and he mutters something, and then you hear him repeat it over and over again. And you remember seeing him struggle to remember who he was. But you just hear him go, "Let's go, Spider-Man. Let's go, Spider-Man. Let's go, Spider-Man!" And he jumps into action. And he's going to make an attack at the Dinosaur. And a mighty fist comes crashing down as he just slams the punch into this dino's face, and he goes, "Hey, sorry, don't tell Barney about that one." And then he flips off of him, and he is going to web swing him up. Web grabbing. It's going to cost him 5 focus. Makes a ranged attack. He succeeds on a fantastic success, which it's not. Oh, but he does have edge, so it's still not. It's not pinned, it's grabbed. And he goes, "I was really trying to think of a good joke just now, and nothing." And that's going to lead us to the 14s, Bleer and Shift. So Bleer, you get to go first.
Okie doke. I think after seeing this, Bleer just goes, "That's the spirit, little man. We gotta live to have the breakdown later. Let's go." And then she's gonna speed up. She's going to use basically a combination of the super speed and the wall climbing to climb the dinosaur. And I want to end up at the back of the neck, which is where we've seen all of the drama take place these past few moments. And I'm gonna blazing fists that like drum roll of a single punch directly to the back of the neck, and see what kind of damage we can do here. Shut this thing down.
Okay.
So it's melee combat, and I have an edge on melee attacks. So let's see. Oh goodness, we're struggling today. Okay, 17.
And you're targeting the dinosaur,
who is currently being webbed up. Which?
Oh yeah, you got him. You got him.
Do I get? Is there another bonus for that, or is that just?
You have edge because he's grabbed.
Okay, so I get a second edge. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, 19.
All right.
Did I do it?
19 to hit or for
to hit?
Oh yeah, you hit. Oh no, 19. Yeah, 19 to hit. Yeah, you hit him on both times. His melee defense is only 14.
Oh, sick. Yeah. So that's 20. That's 20 damage. And with one punch, just like all in one go.
I gotta be honest with y'all. Dino's not looking great right now. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I actually don't know what I think. I think that's what I think. I think she's just holding on.
Okay. You do see, in this movie. Spidey goes, "Dino rodeo. That looks fun."
And there's the joke. There you go.
Hey. Wolverine is just bump, getting ready to attack. You still hear an arcade cackling in the background. And Shift, you're up next.
I turn and I look at Bastion. I was like, "Hey, remember that mama juice or whatever you said earlier? whatever that was."
Yeah, you got more of that juice for me?
And I'm gonna boost it. I'm gonna boost a power. Bump power is what it is.
Yeah. You know your crush ability?
Yeah.
That's probably the one that's being pumped because that's what you're doing. So everything about the crush ability is now doubled.
I approve.
That's my action, and I proceed to entrust in my friends to keep me safe.
This is so wild that this. Oh, I'm a little salty. I'm not even gonna lie. That's gonna bring us to Cap, who I'm gonna roll he's rolling with trouble to see if he can get out of this.
And he can't, even if he does succeed, he still can't fantastic succeed.
I've got to re-roll one of his 5s. Yeah, a 16. What is your defense?
My melee defense?
Yeah.
It is a 16, so meets beats.
Is there any additional trouble that could be added? Because it was previously stated that Spider-Man did web Basilisk's arm.
That would be double trouble. So,
just throwing that out there.
No, you're right. That's double trouble. So he only
rules
rolled
attorney at rules.
He only rolled a 14. Okay, buddy, we're almost done.
Thank you. I'll be here all night.
And so he flexes, and even weakened, it's not strength, it's determination. Like no one tries this hard this long, but he's not stopping. Right? Thank you. I appreciate the assist. I'm sorry.
Co-GM.
My cat's being adorable. He's just not giving up, but it's still to no avail. he doesn't break free. And that's gonna bring us to Banff. Banff, you see all this going down. What's your move?
All right. So, can we clarify real quick? Because it sounds like our Spidey friend did a grab on the T-Rex.
Mhm.
What do some of us mere mortals, I'm not some super engineer, can make my own web shooter kind of person. What are the rules, just so that I understand the conditions of my teleport? Do I have to lay in a grapple with a melee on someone?
No,
Or
you
do
just
I
have to
just
have a hand. You just have to have a hand on them.
So, it's probably not the world's best idea to touch the knives.
Right.
But the knives are saying bub repeatedly, and it's disquieted me.
Okay.
So, look, Wolverine can live my full range. He lives that drop.
Yeah.
So I should try.
We gonna do it?
I'm gonna get way too close to knives.
Now I do have to tell you, Wolverine has a trait and an ability that if you get in his threat range, he does get an attack.
Yep, sure does.
Okay, buddy, I gotta roll dice, buddy. So I gotta let you go. I'm so sorry. All right, so here we go. He's gonna take a swipe at you.
Yep, I have one more reaction this round, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I have one more blink.
Let's see if you need it. Here we go. 17. Does that hit your?
Oh
yep.
Yes.
And so you start to approach him, and just bub. And it's strange. You can see the blades at your eyes before you're gone. That's how lightning fast he was.
Oh, I'm gonna have to put trouble on it because I'm gonna need to stay within range. I now, looking at the ability in chat, if they're still within reach or line of sight, I could bamf out far enough to be physically safe. But I gotta get this done.
Mm-hmm.
So it's actually just gonna be a trouble roll for him. Just see if we can get it down just a little lower. Just like 3 lower.
All right.
I'm probably gonna take this hit.
I'm re-rolling his 4.
Yep. Please roll a 1. That
You
wasn't a
rolled
1, but you know
3.
what? It is what it is. It sure isn't what it ain't. This is about to hurt real bad.
You're taking 22 points of damage.
I would like to pull something I haven't done and I haven't gotten to do in a very long time. Since
Sure.
Power play. I would like to run in here real close to my microphone and say interpose.
So this, I can see the art for this panel, and so I love it. Banff, you're reaching for Wolverine to teleport him. He's sending a claw your way, and while you brace for it, you hear.
I take it, but let me double check.
Yeah, because the reason I didn't was just because I also had a second thing on top. Leah,
Someone within the character's reach, which everybody's in my reach, of an attack that does not also target that character. The character moves for free to stand between the target and the attacker, becoming the new target of the attack.
Yeah.
The attacker's target number for the attack is the lower of the character's defense or the original target's defense. So you've already rolled. I think I'm already opting to take the hit. So
yeah.
Yeah.
So the way this plays out is, Banff, you close your eyes and flinch, awaiting the sting of these claws, and you peek out to see Blair in front of you, and you notice that your hand is on Wolverine's arm. You have a second to do what you were going to do.
Get him.
Get out of here.
She's
I'm going to bamf directly upward to the absolute uppermost limit of my bamf.
You know what? I'm going to do something that is not in the rules. Because I feel like it fits in this moment. Roll me your ego. I'm calling this an anger roll.
All right. How do we feel about a 16?
That's what we're multiplying your maximum distance by in this moment. It's just a spike of anger. And so we see in this moment, you only have a second to comprehend what's happening. You can't even comfort your cousin in this moment because you've got to get this done. And in that fury, you find yourself on the tip of the atmosphere. This is farther than you have ever gone. And as you're there and the air is thin and cold and the wind is roaring furiously in your ears, you hear a muffled bub, 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 bub as he gets ready to take a swipe at you. And by the time the claws would have reached you, you are already on the ground.
How dare you? To Blair.
You needed to get him out. Couldn't do that if you're bleeding. How much damage do I take, GM?
You took 22 points of damage.
That's not too bad. I can
You
handle
shut
that.
your mouth. No one asked you.
I can do that.
No, you can't. You hush.
That will bring us to the dinosaur.
Yep.
Jim forgot my turn.
Oh, I'm sorry. No,
I
so
was supposed
sorry.
to go the same time Cap does.
That's right. So you know what? Go ahead. It's your turn.
So there's a reaction known as fastball special. Normally that's with a willing target, like an ally. But I would just like to yeet Cap into this dinosaur.
We begin and end in the same fashion
Pretty
with
much,
a
I wanna
really
bookend this.
beautiful toss.
I want to bookend this move here. I can either do.
You're throwing Cap at the dinosaur.
Yes, please.
Well, hell yeah. And I will give you the GM forgot my turn bonus. So that's going to be 3 edge.
Ooh. Just for funsies, I'm going to use the quick toss power.
Okay. If that's the power you're using instead of crush, I will allow you to change the bump power from crush to quick toss.
Yeah, let's do quick toss.
So now everything in the quick toss power, because of shift, is now doubled.
Goose. So you also told me that I got a triple edge.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna reroll that one.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
reroll
1.
that one.
That's 2.
And then I'll reroll this one. So that's a marvelous 22.
Mm-hmm. Now remember what I said. Because of shifts boost power, everything is doubled, including the damage.
Mm-hmm.
So you just did 60 points of damage.
To each of them, GM,
both of them?
perhaps? To both of them?
To both of them.
Let's go!
So what we see in the final page, in the final panels of this page, is Basilisk take Cap, whose eyes are red, who gets ready to spout out like just hateful things. You toss this Cap through the dinosaur. And ultimately, Cap then hits a wall. It just explodes into bits and screws and machinery.
And confetti, like the other guys.
No confetti, unfortunately,
Damn.
unless you spend a karma.
Yes, please. I have 4 of those.
Okay, did they all burst into confetti?
Arcade is prepared for any situation. That's why all of the robots have confetti inside of them.
But there's something funny about. There's something funny about what happened with Cap. You see, he hit a wall, but there's no wall there. It looks like there's more jungle, but he hit something.
Yeah. Let's go break through that. And I'm going to walk towards the wall.
And you tear it down, and shrinking before you is a very frustrated and flustered Arcade. And he goes, no, it wasn't supposed to go like this!
I believe this is where the kids would say, get good.
I say good! You don't say good! I say good!
I think this is what happens when we win. I think we won, didn't we? I look over at my cousin that we won. I'm pretty sure.
You know, this looks like what winning looks like. GG, easy, no re.
Yeah.
So, you all like my game? And
Good
that
night. Drum roll, please.
And just the last page is all of you walking away from a very thoroughly knocked out Arcade. And that is the end of the first issue of. I'll let you all name this comic.
Oh no. Put us on the spot like that. I named this character. That's all the namings I have.
You know what? Chat. What would you name this super team? The first one I see is the first one we're going with. No, I can't do that. I can't do that. I
love, actually, you know what? I like something somewhere in the flavor of, there's a lot of bees. We have a lot of bees.
Shifted is good. The slap
That's Shift's name for it.
Shift in the boys, yeah.
Shift in the boys.
Well, you know what? How about this? We'll leave it up to you. You put it in the VOD. What you think?
Yeah. Replying in the comments of the VOD, and then tag Streampunks.
Absolutely. We want to hear what you think. But that has been the first issue of whatever the name of this comic is. I've had an absolute blast running this. I will do a quick epilogue for all of you, however, because it's a Marvel game, so we have to have a Marvel scene.
Post credits.
So, the first post credit, we see a red carpet event.
Oh no.
And we see the Karate Carrot 3, the premiere, and all of the stars are there. And asking you a question, Shift. You see a face that you almost recognize, and then it hits you. The henchman who ran away, he got a new job as an entertainment reporter.
Hey.
And he's very excited to meet you. And that is the epilogue for Shift. Basilisk. What you find is that the Inhumans found that you were working with mutants, and there's been tension between the two groups, and someone has reached out to you by the name of Maximilian with a note that says, you could bring us together, or you could start the war. So that is your epilogue. Blair, your epilogue is a little different in the sense that we see you running and running and running, and you're starting to realize that you're going a lot faster than you have before. you're reaching into something that is foreign to this dimension, but you're having fun pulling at it until you find yourself, this isn't New York. And then someone who you can recognize is moving a little slower than you shows up and goes, new speedster in town?
I guess so.
Yeah, well, try not to hog so much of the speed force. You're slowing us all down.
I do my best.
Yeah, well, nice to meet you on the Flash.
Clear. See you around.
And with that, you're gone before he could even recognize it. And finally, Bamf.
Yeah.
It's not flashy, but you get a text and you see someone swinging in Chicago. And you see, figured I'd start somewhere fresh, somewhere new. I can't think of a name for myself, but you're good at naming things. Maybe you could help. And there's an address, and it says thanks.
I have an idea. Come with my Aunt Susan's. Come with me to my Aunt Susan's baby shower. I'll tell you there.
And that is where the book closes. Thank you all so much for spending time with us and with this Audible. I truly hope that you enjoyed this. I personally love this system. I highly recommend it. I'm a comic book fan through and through and through. And I just ask that if you liked it too, try the system out. And more importantly, pick up a comic. They're everything. I've been your narrator, Noir. I go by he, they. And we do outros, right? I don't remember. I'm panicking. No. We don't. We're just going to leave then. Bye.
Bye.